Welcome to Limestone County High School football on the Play Action Sports Network. We'll be back with the pregame show after this.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com.
Hey guys, this is Joanna with CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to our storefront. While you're here, you'll find a variety of Bibles, children's gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more. Come check out our children's section. It's filled with Bible stories, picture books, games, toys, and a growing selection of homeschool materials. Here at CEI Bookstore, our goal is to provide you with trustworthy resources to bring you and your family closer to God. Stop by, and our friendly staff will be happy to help you find material that fits you and your family's needs. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Taking his hand, helping each other home.
What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Limestone County High School sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544.
Hey, this is Jim from Lawler's Barbecue. A lot of you folks out there keep asking where we cook our barbecue because you don't see pits and smoke. Well, guess what? You never will because we cook it in Lewisburg, Tennessee at our USDA facility so that we can maintain consistency and quality. So no matter which store you come to, you get the same great taste. Philip's been cooking barbecue since 1978, and I promise you, he's got the hang of it. He's been doing it so long, he doesn't want to be cremated. He's asked to be slowly smoked over glowing hickory coals. So come try some Lawler's Barbecue at any of our 7 locations today. Lawler's Barbecue, cook slow, served fast.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. Gin House Barbecue has been an Elkmont tradition for many years, and that tradition continues today. Come by for a visit and try out some old favorites as well as some tasty new additions. Barbecue pork, ham and chicken, St. Louis-style ribs, catfish, pork chops, hamburger steak, just to name a few. They're open early for breakfast, too, so take a drive up to 18060 Upper Fort Hampton Road in Elkmont, just 0.3 of a mile east of Highway 127. Eat in or call ahead and have your order waiting on you. Call 732-4579. Gin House Barbecue and Elkmont tradition. Technology is a great thing, but sometimes a camera in your phone just isn't enough. That's where Down Home Portraits comes in. Robbie Newport at Down Home Portraits can capture any event you like. Sports, family, parties, or senior portraits. Call Robbie at Down Home Portraits at 777-3528. Visit them on Facebook or online at downhomeportraits.zenfolio.com. Down Home Portraits, 777-3528. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. That's pasnetwork.net. Play Action Sports.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. We are here live in Boss Hill Stadium, Elkmont, Alabama, for tonight's cross-county rivalry between the home team, your Elkmont Red Devils, and the visiting Ardmore Tigers. I'm Kirk Pierce. Everyone alongside me is the color man, Todd Tomerlin.
What's up, Kirk?
How you been doing, man? It's been a long time.
I know. It's good to be with you again, man.
Man, it is.
We're going to have a good time. Great game, great rivalry, and should be a lot of fun. The crowds are still coming in, man, and it's almost kind of standing room. It looks like around the fence area already, so and they're still rolling in. So.
Well, after last week's game that Ardmore was able to defeat Tanner quite handily, I know that they wanted to come on the road and try to take care of another county team. But this home team from Elkmont is a strong team as well, and I know we've got an exciting game coming up. We've got a lot of great things going on tonight with this football game, and we'll get to the action. We're still about 11 minutes before kickoff. I see the captains starting to make their way to the 50-yard line for both teams. But what we'll do is we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the Ardmore Elkmont game tonight, and then, hey, we'll get ready for kickoff, Todd.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Like a plan.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, listen up, everybody. You're listening to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, and our producer, Mr. Tim Lambert. We are in Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama for tonight's matchup between the visiting team from Ardmore, Ardmore Tigers, against the home team, Elkmont Red Devils. Todd, last week we had an opportunity to see the Ardmore team take on a Tanner team, of course Tanner being 2A and Ardmore being 5A. Big difference there in terms of some of the ways that Ardmore approached that game. Tanner actually came out and punched him in the mouth quickly and took a 6-0 lead, but then right after that, Ardmore started getting going. They did. Thomas Colston, number 42, is the big running back for Ardmore, and he had 3 touchdowns last week for Ardmore, so I think he's going to be a name that we need to watch tonight.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I don't care if you're playing a 2A, 5A, whatever. 3 touchdowns in a game is a heck of a game on any level. So.
Yeah, It's just, I mean, he ran roughshod, and the quarterback and Braden Hillis had a really complete game last week, and I think that's what Coach Jonathan Snyder, with his first game as a head coach for Ardmore, that's something he was wanting to get that nice first win under his belt, and then come over here to Elkmont, see if he can't get number 2. But Elkmont's got Coach Pendergrass. He's got a different story in mind for tonight.
Absolutely, he does, and. This being such a big crosstown rival, a lot of these families go to church together, and some of the kids grew up together, whether it be through church or other activities. And so you definitely want to be able to go back and tell your buddies, we got you. We got you.
That's exactly
I don't care if you're a Tiger or a Red Devil, and, you want to have those bragging rights for a year. And, with 2 new head coaches, like you mentioned, different offenses and defenses now, they're both probably running. And, it's for us, it'll be just like watching 2 brand new teams. I mean, obviously, you've already seen Ardmore. I haven't seen either team. Yeah. So I'm interested and excited to get to watch both these teams in action.
Well, you've got the captains at midfield right now for the coin flip. You've got number 7, Clayton Boley for Elkmont. Also, number 12 is Chase Hagermaker out there. And also number 72, Landon Bryce Blade. And then I'm trying to get the numbers right there for Ardmore. Looks like Ardmore won the toss and is elected to receive. So they're going to defend the south end zone. Elkmont's going to defend the north end zone. So there's no breeze tonight, so there's really no competitive value for that.
No competitive value for that at all. But, it's a nice night for football, though, about 83 degrees, and sun's finally starting to go down underneath the trees, and it'll get dark and hopefully a little bit cooler here. Of course, you got to remember that during this time of the season, they have heat timeouts, so the game will draw a little bit longer. And I wish they'd leave it up to the officials for discretion on that. I've been to games where it might be 65 degrees, but the rules. So,
absolutely. Yep. You can hear the bands right now for both teams. Ardmore just bust through their banner. Elkmont did the same, and they are getting ready for some football. Listen, you can check out Play Action Sports mobile app. It's your connection to all live streams along with some scores, game archives, and a whole lot more. If you'll just go online to pasnetwork.net, you can download the link and keep in touch with what's going on in Limestone County sports and a whole lot more. Now, Todd, looking at the teams right now just on this sidelines, Elkmont in their red jerseys trimmed in white. Always love how the Red Devils look. They've always got sharp jerseys to me, man. I love coming and watching them play. They've got numerals on the side, on the left side of the helmet. So, that is a new thing for them, and I guess that's a new way to break them in this year. Yeah. And then, of course, you've got the Ardmore Tigers. They're visiting. They're in a white pants, solid white pants, basically, with a little black trim down at the knees, and then you've got white jerseys trimmed in black at the sleeves with their black numbers and black helmets. So we're getting ready for kickoff tonight, as right here on Play Action Sports for Limestone County football. Again, Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomlin, our producer Tim Lambert, and we're about ready for kickoff right here at Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama. Kicking off for Elkmont is going to be number 25, and that is Andy Rosales. Back deep to receive for Ardmore looks like it's number 4, Jeffrey Martin, and number 3, Caleb Higginbottom. So let's get this ball game going. It's kickoff time. High end-over-end kick, fielded at about the 20-yard line by number 4 for Ardmore. He picks it up. He drops the ball, picks it up, and then tries to get a little bit extra yards, and was able to get 7 on that after he dropped the ball. That is number 4. That was Jeffrey Martin right there for the Ardmore Tigers.
Yeah, really nice open field tackle there by Caden Jackson as well after he fumbled that. Nice recovery, because he probably should have just fell on it, but he did do a good job of recovering. And like you said, got about 7 yards out of it.
That's the thing about the football. It's an oblong ball. It's not going to bounce where you think it's going to.
Never.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, number 42, that's Colston. He's in the backfield for Ardmore. He is a load to bring down. You've got Hillis under center. He's going to hand it off to Colston right up the middle. And as you can see, he picks up 10 yards, and then he drops the ball. It's fumbled on the play. Elkmont's got the ball.
Great recovery by Houston Allen on that. But I'm going to tell you something. Number 5, Braxton Boyd, I was going to say made the tackle. It's more like he got punished in the meantime, got just plowed. But he did cause the fumble, and a great recovery by the Elkmont Red Devils and Houston Allen to start the game. So what a huge turnover right at the beginning.
That's what you want if you're the Elkmont team. Coach Pendergrass got to be happy with that right there. Able to stop that big running back, Colston, coming out of the backfield, and then able to strip that ball from him. All right, you've got Elkmont in the shotgun formation. They got 3 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. It's going to be a handoff to number 5. That is Braxton Ryan Boyd.
Yep, and he wasn't going anywhere. Peyton Hurd, number 23, caught him pretty much right there at the line of scrimmage. I'm not – well, he lost yardage, it looks like, did he not?
Yeah, he did. He lost about 5 yards on the play.
For the Red Devils.
In the shotgun formation at quarterback for the Red Devils is Houston Allen. He is a senior at quarterback, so he's getting the signal from the sidelines. And again, they're going to go ahead and line up in a split. They've got 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side, showing a tight end on the far side, 1 running back in the backfield, and then you've got Allen in the shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look to throw it deep. He's got a man. He's covered. It's up. Oh, and it just falls incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Pass intended for number 3.
Mikel Murrah.
That is Mikel Murrah for Elkmont. He was man-to-man coverage there.
Yeah, that was tough. Really good coverage there by Drew Daly on the outside. But you know what? Not a bad-looking throw, to be honest.
No.
What was that, a good 35, 40-yard chunk, I think?
Oh, yeah.
But good coverage there by Drew Daly to break it up.
Well, I think you've got to respect that now if you're Ardmore, because now you know the quarterback is going to throw, and he is not scared to throw.
And good job by the offensive line as well on that play to give him time.
So it's going to be the same formation. Actually, it's going to be trips to the near side, 1 split to the far side, single back. Allen in the shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to roll to the near side. He's going to cut it up himself. He's going to pick up 5. He's going to cut it across the middle. He's got some room, Todd. He's got some room. He's at the 20-yard line, down to the 15. Tackled out of bounds at about the 11.
What a tremendous run. Finally brought down by Caleb Hickenbotham. But he broke tackles from Peyton Hurd and also William Cannon before he broke it long. That was all effort right there.
That's exactly right. The way he cut it back upfield against that defense made them get on their heels and try to cut back. And there was one man to beat, and that guy got him out of bounds at the 15.
Yep, Caleb did a great job of finally chasing him down, but not until after a huge gain.
Looks like they've got it marked at about the 12-yard line. So there's going to be 1st and 10 for the Elkmont Red Devils. Got a little bit of illegal motion right there. The wide receiver jumped on the count.
I almost thought, though, that he was drawn by the defensive end. No, I mean, it looked like the defensive end came in and kind of made him jump, no?
Yeah, well, he took off like he knew.
Well, he did. And the quarterback, I mean, they all held their head down, so they knew it was on them. But, man, after such a big, long play, you kind of hurt your momentum a little bit by that. But, still first down, 17-yard line, I guess.
Yep.
About.
So you've got shotgun formation, single back, trips to the near side, split to the far side. Allen going to roll over to the near side. He's going to look to throw it towards the end zone. He's got a rush. He's losing yards. He's got to get down. He's going to be brought down for a loss of almost 10 yards, Todd.
Yeah, you've got to get rid of that football. He had plenty of time to throw it out of bounds. Great job by the offensive line, but finally it broke down, and Brody Dunn, number 44, was able to bring him down for that big loss. So 2 negative plays in a row, one by penalty, one by play, just going backwards.
So the ball is spotted at about the 25-yard line. They've got to get to at least the 12 to be at the original line of scrimmage, so they've got to get down to the 2
just for a first.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2nd down and long. Allen's going to drop back to pass. It's a swing pass. Pass intended for number 5 for Boyd. Ryan Boyd is your intended receiver out of the backfield. Just kind of overthrew it.
Yeah, well, 44 again, Brody Dunn did a really good job of shooting off that end and making him rush the throw a little bit. Had not been for that, it looked like there was a little bit of running room there. Had he caught the ball, been able to catch it.
Yeah, Allen had he put just a little bit more height on that than I think Boyd was ready for. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Ball at the 25-yard line. A little over 9 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Just as a recap, Elkmont was able to recover a fumble off the opening play for Ardmore, and now they have the balls. 3rd down and long. Allen's going to drop back. He's trying to get away. He's going to get a couple of yards, but he's going to be just brought down by a slew of Ardmore Tigers.
Offensive line held them as long as they could. You got number 88, Houston Vickers, and number 8, Tyler Thompson, who brought him down. But so now it's 4th and really long. Too long for a field goal, I would assume. But I haven't seen their kicker, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going for it.
Looks like they are. So it's going to be 4th down. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. 8:35 and counting right now for the first quarter. That's the one thing I noticed. Ardmore does have some size.
Yeah.
And so they're going to keep coming.
Yeah.
Allen, shotgun formation. He's got Boyd to his left, splits to the near side, one to the far side. He's going to throw it deep. He's got his man.
Goodness.
Touchdown!
Wow.
Elkmont!
Unbelievable. Bless his heart. I don't know how Drew Daly got turned around on that, and I hate point it out, but it is what it is. What a throw and catch. And fourth down, you cannot let that happen.
No, you cannot. Allen, the senior, to the junior, Mikael Murrah, 22-yard touchdown pass for Elkmont, capitalizing on the fumble that Ardmore had on their first play.
And Ardmore did so good of pushing them back, fourth and long, and then you give up a 22-yard touchdown.
Rosales back to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it looks like it's good. Do we get it? Yep. That's right there. It's 7-0. Elkmont Red Devils on top of the Ardmore Tigers. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports. If you're just joining us, Elkmont with a 7-0 lead over Ardmore right now, 8 minutes into the first quarter. They were able to capitalize on a fumble on the first play of the game by Ardmore, and were able to punch it in through a pass. Beautiful touchdown pass from Allen, from Roe Allen to Mikael Murrah. 22-yard touchdown pass, Todd, and now we'll see what Ardmore's going to do.
Yeah, got to see what they can do.
So back deep to receive, number 3, that is Higginbotham again, and number 4, Martin. Kick's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, so that's going to be good field position for the Ardmore Tigers to start their second drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was supposed to happen with that kick. I don't know if it was supposed to be a pooch kick, or I don't know. It was very ugly.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. It ended up not being what it was supposed to be. That's obvious.
So you've got the ball spotted. 1st and 10 for Ardmore. They're going to come out, so we're going to get to see Braden Hillis again at quarterback, and also Thomas Colston. He had the fumble.
Yeah.
He was our player of the week last week. Actually, they're going to re-kick it.
Red Devils will re-kick.
Well, I thought I heard a whistle prior to the ball even going out of bounds, but I thought, well, they're not stopping play, so I thought I just misheard something. Somebody, I think, moved on the Elkmont side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Colston last week was our player of the game, had 3 touchdowns, but tonight 1 carry, 1 fumble, and that's all Ardmore.
But that was after about an 8 or 10-yard gain, though.
Exactly.
And listen, he absolutely plowed Ryan Boyd on that play. I mean, he did. So I'm really excited to watch him run the ball.
He is a load. So Rosales is going to kick it again. He's going to try it again. Here we go. Ball spotted at the 30. He's up. End over end kick right there. He waved fair catch, but they're going to let it keep going. He did. He
fumbled.
He waved fair catch.
You sure enough?
They let him run the ball, so that was
number. Coach Pendergrass, he's fired up. He saw it. We saw it. The official was looking at it, and it looks like they may be conferring.
Yep. So Drew Daly was the one who received the ball at about the 30-yard line. Looked like he swung his hands. He ran it up to about the 45. The officials are talking it over, so we'll see what we can get from the white hat.
Now, what is there a penalty for? Will they just move the ball back to where he caught it, or is there a penalty for advance?
I think in high school what you'll end up doing is moving it back to where the fair catch took place.
Okay. Yeah, I believe they were going to move it back.
Did.
Yeah, that was obvious.
Yep. So that's exactly what they're going to do, and the officials are going to confirm what everybody.
That's a generous spot.
Yeah, it is.
Don't you think?
It was close. Yeah. So they're going to spot it at the 30.
Wow. I thought he was like on the 25, I guess.
No, he caught it almost at the numbers.
Okay. I thought it was a little bit further back.
So you've got Hillis in the shotgun formation. We've also got number 15 in there. That's Trevor Sims. He's going to be the running back right now for Ardmore. Got two splits to the far side, one to the near side. You've got halfback in there. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Look at that right there, number 15. Trevor Sims, that's the other one I was going to tell you about. Mr. Sims is quick, and he hits that hole hard.
I was just fixing to say, he hit it just as hard as Colston did. And number 11, Jaden Kohler, and I think it was 21, Caden Jackson was in on that tackle, but they took the hit. They didn't give it.
That's right. So he picks up 11 yards on that carry, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Ardmore at the 41-yard line. Hillis, shotgun formation. Sims still in at tailback. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hillis again. To Sims again. And he's going to come to the near side. Penalty flag on the play. Penalty flag at the 40-yard line. Probably going to be a hold where that that flag was thrown.
Yeah, Coach Pendergrass is pretty fired up, so he saw it too. And that was a really good run, and maybe that's why it was a good run. I guess there was a hold in there on the outside. I didn't see it personally, but yeah, they're moving it back. So
Sims goes out, and in at running back, I still don't see who he's going to put in at tailback. It could be number 44. It could be Brody Dunn.
That'll make it 1st and long.
Well, I see Colston back in, so that's good.
So Colston is in?
Yeah, I saw he's standing on the end of the huddle. I was beginning to wonder there for a bit. I thought he might have hurt his hand.
Nope, there he is. All right, so Colston's in it running back. You've got Hillis. He's going to go ahead and go under center. He's got two splits, one to the far side and one to the near side. They're going to hand it off to Colston. He's going to cut it up the middle. Then he's going to try to bounce it to the outside. He's still carrying some people. Crosses the 45, brought down at about the 48-yard line. Nice pickup. Picks up almost all of the yardage they needed for the first down, but he's still about 4 yards short.
I would say he got tackled by Jaden Kohler, but it's more like he tripped over him as he was going down. Listen, with this offensive line and these two running backs alone, I don't even know why you bother to do anything else, honestly.
And you haven't even seen the other running backs.
Right, unless you just want to work on your game. And it's not a slide to Elkmont, but Ardmore can do what they want to do with that front line.
So here's what's going on. Colston in the Wildcat formation. Everybody's in tight. So it's probably just going to be straight to him. No, that was not Colston. Check that. That was number 44, Brody Dunn. He picks up the first down, gets another extra yard. So that was Brody Dunn in the Wildcat back there by himself.
He's a big guy himself running that ball on the outside.
So they've got Brody Dunn listed at 6'2", 203 pounds senior.
I couldn't really make a good reading. There was 2 or 3 Elkmont players in there, but I think Clayton Bowley was the main guy that finally ran him out of bounds.
So they crossed the 50-yard line. They're in Elkmont territory, about the 49-yard line of Elkmont. So you got Hillis in at, looks like you got Trevor Sims in at running back at the moment. You got Hillis in at quarterback. So you got Sims in the backfield. Also number 29, Zach Hall. There's the snap. It's going to be handed off to Hillis. He's going to cut it to the outside and be taken out of bounds after he picks up about 12 yards on the play.
Flag on the field.
And there's a flag on the field.
Penalty flag.
It looks like number 2 for Elkmont's the one that ran him out of bounds, but I don't have a number 2 on my roster.
Holding called against Ardmore.
That was Nicholas Chambliss.
So a holding call is going to bring back Mr. Sims' run.
Bring back to the 49-yard line.
So they're going to push him back into Ardmore territory. So it's going to be going to replay first down. So it'll be 1st and 15 at about the 47-yard line of Ardmore. So we got a heat timeout, Todd. You called it and you knew it was coming. So with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter, your score, Elkmont Red Devils on top of the Ardmore Tigers, 7-0. You're listening to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports.
This is Joanna from CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your home or for Bible class. Sometimes that process can be challenging and difficult. I'd love to help you find solutions that would fit your needs and give you more time for your studies. One of our most popular book lines is the Bible Textbook Series. These workbooks are designed to take teen and adult students book by book through the Bible. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class or family. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, Mr. Tim Lambert, our producer. 6:17 in the first quarter. Elkmont on top of Ardmore, 7-0. Follow us on Twitter at PAS Network and look for Play Action Sports on Facebook. We'll keep you updated on scores via Score Stream tonight and throughout the week. And we'll get some scores for you here in just a little bit. But right now, back to the action on the field. Ardmore, their ball. 1st and 15.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a bad snap right there past the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. Ardmore was able to recover. It looked like Drew Daly fell on the ball. Bad snap. So Ardmore going the other way.
Good job, though, by Drew to do the right thing, not try to pick it up and run with it. Just, take your losses and live to have another down,
So 2nd and long. Actually, that's second and about, almost 14, 15 yards
At
right
least.
there. That's 20. What am I thinking? 15 yards. I got to add 5 more. So it's 2nd and long for Ardmore. Hillis under center. You got Colston in the backfield. He's just going to hand it off to Colston. No more of this
exactly.
razzle-dazzle. We're just going to hand it straight to the big guy, and he's going to rumble forward for about 7 yards. Get it about the 46-yard line of Ardmore is Colston.
Yeah, Ty Roberts and a couple other guys brought him down. But like you said, man, why mess around with anything? Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Once you got a workhorse, you ride him.
Heck yeah.
You push him. And I think Colston's proven that he can do that, and there's a couple of them out there that can do that as well. Hillis under center. It's Colston, single setback. You got 2 splits to the near side. Everybody's in. We got pulling everybody. We're going to load this near side with 4 eligible receivers. So we're just going to hand it to Colston again. He's going to bounce it to the outside, cross the 50.
My goodness.
Leap a guy and get over to the 45-yard line of Elkmont. He's close to. He only needed about 5 more yards for another first down, but it's 4th down for Ardmore.
So we've seen his power and his brutality. Now we're seeing his flexibility and athleticism. Just sprinting, jump right over Bo Hosner like he wasn't there. And then finally Clayton Bowley brings him down. But, man, you called it. You called it. Fun kid to watch.
So Ardmore on 4th down is going to go ahead and punt the ball. Back deep to receive for Elkmont is number 5. That is Boyd.
It's kind of interesting. I know this is football. This is what you're supposed to do according to the numbers, but they could get that half yard.
So they're just going to let that ball fall, and it's going to roll. It's going to take an Ardmore roll down to about the 5-yard line.
And that's why I'm not a coach.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Elkmont with 3:56 left to play in the first quarter. Elkmont on top, 7-0. Just as a recap, like I said, first play from scrimmage for Ardmore. They fumbled the ball. Elkmont was able to get the ball and turn around, and after a couple of losses on the play, they were able to capitalize 22-yard touchdown
on
pass.
4th down.
Yeah, on 4th down from Allen to Murrah. So they're deep in their territory at their own 5-yard line. Let's see what the Red Devils can do. Allen in the shotgun formation. He's got 2 splits to the near side and to the far side. Single setback. He's going to look to pass out of his own end zone. Pass intended for number 4, but knocked down. Holt is your intended receiver.
And number 4, Jeffrey Martin, was there in coverage, and good job. He was right there with him. He wouldn't have gone anywhere had he caught it.
So what you got with Elkmont, I'm seeing is a spread offense.
Yeah, that's all. And you know what? Give Coach Pendergrass credit. He's trusting his line. He's trusting his quarterback to be able to throw the ball that deep on that side of the field. And it takes a lot of, most of the time you just see coaches try to get a little breathing room, punt, and swap field position. But so interesting.
Well, I think if you've got a quarterback like Allen that's not afraid to throw it, he is definitely throwing. Got a man in motion. He's going to fake the underhand. Give it to number 5. Boyd is your running back. He picks up a couple of yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice tackle there by Ryan Boyd. Ryan Boyd ran
for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Ryan Boyd ran the ball.
Yep. Preston Patterson on the tackle.
So you got 3rd down and about a long 9.
Yeah.
Because they're only saying he picked up about a yard on the carry.
And initially it looked like he was going to open a little bit. Man, Ardmore Tigers front line shut it down pretty quick.
So 3rd down, clock's ticking. We're almost to 3 minutes in the first quarter. Elkmont on top 7-0 over Ardmore, but they are deep in their territory right now at about the 5-yard line. Allen's going to drop back to pass. He's just going to throw it up. He's got his receiver, Murrah. Murrah with a great catch at the 30-yard line. Wow. These two are dynamic. Let me tell you, folks.
That is awesome.
Allen to Murrah, that is a dynamic duo for Elkmont.
Jaden Kohler was in position to make the play and everything, but just got out-jumped on the play, and what a catch and throw, man. And that's 2 huge plays there when 4th and a long 3rd, and they managed to complete both of them.
Murrah with hands, I tell you, man.
That was great.
Got some hands.
He went up and caught that just like you're supposed to.
So Allen in shotgun, single set back, 2 splits to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's a bad snap, but he's just going to pick it up and do the right thing. He's going to run it, and he's going to go to the far side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain. Looks like there was a little extracurricular activity on the other side where he went out of bounds, but no call from the officials. So pickup of about 3, so it's going to be a 2nd and 7 for Elkmont at their own 35-yard line. They're going to move it, to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Peyton Hurd ran him out of bounds, and like you said, maybe roughly ran him out of bounds a little bit. But
they were both in the movement.
They were both. It was like a lot of it was momentum. You're right.
Mm-hmm. So Elkmont, here's the thing about Elkmont that I've noticed. They're not taking their receivers in to the huddle at all. This is all quarterback, back, tight ends, and line. The receivers are all split out, and they come to the line automatically.
Interesting.
So there's a swing pass from Allen to number 2. He's going to cross the 40 down to about the 41-yard line.
He'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards.
That is Nick Chambliss for Elkmont.
And he did a really good job of cutting that ball back in because there was nothing but white jerseys in front of him, and Tyler Thompson brought him down. But good job to see where a little bit of grass was and take advantage of it.
So you've got a 3rd down and about 3-4 yards to go for the first down. So Elkmont started this drive deep in their own territory at their own 5-yard line after Ardmore punted, and he got an Ardmore roll. But Elkmont making a drive right now. Allen, shotgun. He's got 3 back. It's another bad snap, so he's just going to pick it up and try to run it himself, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss on the play.
Yeah, that's 2 bad snaps this series. Peyton Hurd took advantage of it and brought him down for probably 5-6 yard loss.
Yeah. So I can tell you right now, my son's a center for his team, and he's a young center, and he's just learning how to do shotgun. It is a hard
I can't even imagine,
thing to do because there's a lot of pressure on these centers because they got to make that right snap
every time. And then most of the time the other one's directing the line and having that nose guard standing right over them and making your block. And, center's the quarterback, of the line. So
and let's just go ahead and face it. Number 52 for Ardmore.
Oh, my goodness.
Yard is not a small individual.
I wouldn't want him sitting across me all night long. I'm telling you that right now.
He is a disruptor on that defensive line for Ardmore.
5'8", 297, and that 297 is generous.
Yeah, but he is definitely a disruptor.
A nose guard. That's a prototypical nose guard body.
Absolutely. So
you can't move him.
Nope. So back to punt for Elkmont is Boley. Clayton Boley. He was one of your captains tonight for Elkmont. Clock is ticking. It's under 20 seconds. Now it's going to... So we're at a delay of game.
You can't do that. That's a bad penalty.
So we'll see what the officials. The coaching staff on the side of Elkmont is saying the ref never started the play clock. As you can hear, I got other people telling me what to do.
Well, and that makes sense since there's only 19 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Yeah, but the clock was still above 20. Yeah, it was still above 25 seconds.
Oh, okay. That's on the officials then.
So we'll see if they're going to wave it off.
Looks like they're picking it up.
Yep, he's going to wave it off. So 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Elkmont on top 7-0. Boley is back to punt for Elkmont. And you've got, looks like, Daly back deep to receive. Boley with a high punt. And Daly is definitely going to wave and fair catch that, and that ball is going to take an Elkmont bounce, and it's still rolling down to about the 32-yard line. Nice punt by Elkmont by Mr. Bowley. So it'll be when we come. Well, we got 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
I don't know that I've seen hang time like that on a punt in a while, man.
That was good.
That was sweet.
It was good, and then it took a nice Elkmont roll before Daly went ahead and fair caught it. So you can listen for the Coaches Show Tuesday through Thursday on 1080 AM WKAC. We'll talk to local coaches and get their scoop of the games on their teams. And if you miss it, you can go to WKAC Sports page at WKAC1080.com and click on your favorite team's link in the archives. So 1st and 10 for Ardmore. They're just going to hand it off to Colston and run out the first quarter. But I'm going to tell you, he's going to pick up a couple of yards. But he is brought down. So maybe Elkmont's figured out how to bring Mr. Colston down.
I don't know. Caden Jackson grabbed him around his chest, but by the time it was over with, he was below his ankles. He just took him for about a 2-yard run.
Hey, listen, if you can get one person to slow him down, then call reinforcements. That's what you need.
That's about what you have to do.
So that's going to do it for the first quarter here in Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama. Your Elkmont Red Devils sitting on top of your Ardmore Tigers, 7-0 after one quarter. You're listening to Limestone County football on Play Action Sports.
Limestone County High School sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Alabama high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Welcome back to Play Action Sports right here for your Limestone County football game of the week. Kirk Pierce bringing you the play-by-play. Todd Tomerlin is our color analyst, and also, as always, our producer, Mr. Tim Lambert. So just as a recap, right here in Elkmont, Alabama, Elkmont sits on top of the visiting team for Ardmore Tigers, 7-0. What happened, to just kind of recap it, is Ardmore elected to receive the ball to start the game. They were able to get it to about the 25-yard line, and then first play from scrimmage, there was a fumble on the play, and Elkmont recovered it, ran, and on fourth down, were able to throw a 22-yard touchdown pass. They needed about 20 yards for the first down, but went ahead and went for it all, and were able to get their touchdown. So right now, Elkmont on top of Ardmore, 7-0. So as we get ready to start the second quarter, Ardmore with the ball, second and about 7. You've got Hillis under center, and you've got Trevor Sims in the backfield, 2 splits to the far side, got a tight end. They're going to give it to Sims right now. He's going to try to cut it around to the outside. He's going to cut it in to about the 41-yard line. Nice pickup right there by Mr. Sims as he gets about third down and about 1.
Yep, good tackle there by Chase Hagenmaker. But, they're looking at 3rd and short.
So Sims goes out, in comes Colston. So if you're going to go 3rd and short, might as well bring in the guy.
Why not bring him in? I think Coach is pretty much saying what they're fixing to do. Now let's see if Elkmont can stop it.
So you got Colston in the backfield, Hillis going to under center. You got 2 splits to the near side. Everybody else is in tight. Now we're going to put some guys in motion. There's the snap. There's the handoff, and Colston's going to get the first down and then some. Pickup of about 6 yards on the play. 1st and 10, Ardmore, as he gets to about his own 48.
It's like a snowball going downhill, dude. It just continues to pick up momentum as it goes. You start seeing more and more red jerseys accumulating on the snowball.
He is a load.
Good tackle there by, I thought it was Brandon Clem and Austin Tucker.
Take over the 48-yard line.
So Ardmore in the huddle, finally break the huddle. Hillis is going to go under center. He's got 2 back. Actually, he's got Sims in the backfield. To his left, he's got Brody Dunn. Now Brody and Houston Vickers are going to go in motion. 2 splits to the far side. Hillis is going to hand it to Sims again. Sims is going to bounce it to the far side. He's going to pick up 10, probably 11 before he's pushed out of bounds in Elkmont territory. Pushed out at about the 42-yard line of the Red Devils. So it'll be first. No, they're going to say he was short. They're going to say he was a yard short. So he picked up 9. No, they're going to spot him. All right, we're going to change the yard marker. There we go, 1st and 10. I'm getting ahead of myself, Todd.
Well, it was close. I mean, I could barely tell, and I got on binoculars, but a good tackle there by Nick Chambliss to bring him out. But, man, they can click off 5 to 10 yards at a whack, it seems, seemingly every play. The line is just dominating for Ardmore, and then your running backs are so good.
So you got Sims. He's behind Hillis. He's going to stay in. You got 2 splits to the near side. They're going to hand it off to Sims again. He's going to try to take it up the middle, but he's got nowhere to go. He's actually going to lose a yard, so it'll bring 2nd down for the Tigers.
Yeah, he ran into a wall that time. 3 or 4 Red Devils. Bryce Blade among some of them.
So Ardmore in the huddle. Elkmont trying to hold firm with their 7-0 lead. Trying to keep Ardmore from getting closer to the end zone. So Hillis is going to go under center. He's got Colston in the backfield. 2 splits to the near side. Hillis takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and roll to the near side and just kind of do a lob pass. We saw this last week. Hits Mr. Dunn right there, Brody Dunn, with a nice little pass. And Brody looks like he picks up the first down. Yeah, that's a 12-yard gain for Ardmore. We saw that a lot last week with against Tanner, where you're either going to hit Dunn or you're going to hit Vickers on a little rollout pass.
That was a really pretty play. You mentioned that off air prior to the game. Brian Boyd and Chase Hagenmaker there on the tackle, but man, that was too easy. It really was.
Yeah, and when you got 2 big guys though, like Dunn and Vickers, they're big targets.
Yeah.
So
and can move.
Move.
Yeah.
So it looks like Dunn is going to be in the Wildcat formation. Everybody's bunched in right here. So Dunn's going to take it himself to the near side, crosses the 30, is going to be brought down at about the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and about 7-4 the Ardmore Tigers.
Yeah, Ryan Boyd and Caden Jackson there on the tackle. But that's one of those. That was more. It's kind of like it was another one of those plays where you call their name for the tackle, but it was more like they got ran into. They didn't really bring anybody down.
Yeah, Dunn just falls forward and he's got himself a yard for the most part. So I saw Colston come back in as well as Hillis for Ardmore. So Hillis is going to be in at quarterback. Colston's going to be in at tailback. You're going to have 2 splits to the far side, 2 tight ends. Hillis under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake. No, he's going to hand it off to Colston right up the middle. Kind of faked me off just a little bit.
I was looking at the quarterback. I ain't going to lie, buddy. That was a nice play, obviously, if it fooled both of us.
Yep. Well, it's kind of hard to see because Hillis's back was to us, but and we're at a little different angle tonight in the press box. We're on the far side of the left side of the press box. But yeah, so that's going to be, after Colston picks up a couple of yards, it's going to be 3rd and about 4 for Ardmore at the Elkmont 23-yard line. Colston in at tailback. Hillis under center. 2 splits to the far side. They're going to fake the handoff now, and Hillis is going to roll out, and he's just going to throw a dart right across the middle. But he threw it behind his intended receiver. The intended receiver was Vickers, but I'll tell you, Hillis took a shot right there after he let the ball go.
That, and if I'm Coach Snyder, I'm scolded. He had 15 yards of nothing but green grass in front of him to run. No red jerseys on that side of the field.
If nothing else, he gets the first down.
That's what I'm saying. If it's 2nd down, it's one thing, but 3rd down, you've got to get that first.
Absolutely.
And he could have walked and got the first.
So it's going to be 4th and about 4 for Ardmore to get the first down. They're like I said earlier, they're at the Elkmont 23-yard line. Looks like we got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, I thought I heard a whistle, but nobody was stopping there.
So it's an Elkmont timeout. That's going to be their first of the first half, so they've still got 2 to go. Ardmore hasn't used one, and with that timeout, we're going to take one as well. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, Mr. Tim Lambert. You can go to tailgatetalk.net, enter your nominations for Applebee's Athlete of the Week, and vote on this week's poll. We'll announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon on Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. The winner receives a gift card from Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. So nominate that person so that they can try to win them a gift card and a t-shirt. 7:21 left to play in the first half. Fourth down for Ardmore. Elkmont on top 7-0, but Ardmore with a chance to try to pick up a first down at the Elkmont 23-yard line. Looks like Hillis is under center with Sims as a lone tailback. He's going to hand the ball off to Sims. Sims going to be brought down in the backfield. Great defensive play by Elkmont.
What a huge play by Clayton Bowley, who shot through there. Man, what a play. 3-yard, 4-yard loss maybe, but just huge play on fourth down. And Elkmont's been making those plays on offense. Now they're getting to make that play on defense.
Coach Pendergrass couldn't have called that one any better himself, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was like they knew exactly what was going down. So, and that very well could have been from game film and things of that nature.
So that's a turnover right there on downs after a loss of play or a loss of yardage right there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Elkmont from their own 25-yard line, up 7-0 with 7:17 left to play in the first half.
You know, Kirk, if you're looking at the stats of this game, and of course we don't have them, but you're probably thinking Ardmore's up 14-0
easily. But Elkmont with a fighter mentality.
Absolutely.
Bad snap right over Allen's head. He's going to try to do something with it, but he should really just fall. He's
look at that.
To the running back who just happened to be there, but that's still going to be a loss on the play. So it was Allen with a bad snap over his head, tried to pick it up, and then was tossed it to Boyd. Boyd picked up a couple of yards, but, not any yards. It's still a loss.
But it could have been much worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
Hurd made the tackle, but the snap wasn't low.
No, the snap wasn't low that time.
So they talked to him about the low snaps. Now he's just got to work on the high ones.
So here we go. And like I said, that's a tough thing for a center. Yeah. It is a tough thing.
Absolutely.
So Allen in the shotgun. He's got Boyd back there with him. He's got 2 splits to the far side and also 2 to the near side. So everybody's out loose. Low snap. Allen's going to pick it up. He's going to throw the ball over to his intended receiver. Falls incomplete. Pass intended for Cole Holt. Number 4 for Elkmont's going to be 3rd and long for them from their own deep in their own territory.
I'll tell you what, Ro Allen's got an arm. That was a dart.
Oh, he has shown us tonight he will throw that ball up. He's had some really good throws, both of them to Mikael Murray. Yeah. Murray scored the 22-yard touchdown early in the first quarter, and then there was a nice 30-yard pass to get out of deep in their own territory earlier. So Allen, shotgun, takes the snap. It's right on where it needs to be. He's going to throw the ball across the middle. Almost picked off. Pass intended for Murray, but kind of threw it a little too far ahead of him. In and out of the hands of Ardmore, but incomplete pass is what it is. So fourth down for Elkmont.
Yep, he had an open receiver. Like you said, he led him too much. And number 13, Jacob Sanchez, had a beat on it there for a second for an interception, but couldn't hold on to it.
Back deep to receive the punt for Ardmore's Drew Daly, punting for the Elkmont Red Devils. It's Clayton Bowley. He had a punt earlier with some nice hang time, but he wants to punt this one a little deeper than he did the last one. He's standing at about his 3-4 yard line. Good snap. Punt is up. Oh, he gets a good punt right there. Daly's going to wave it off, and that's going to be fielded at about the 36 yard line of Ardmore. Wow, what a punt there by Boley. That's two really good punts that Boley has had tonight.
Ryan Boyd ran that ball down, but I'm not so sure he might not have let that thing bounce one time because it very well could have kicked another 10 or 15 their way. And he was right there in front of it, so he could have probably stopped it.
But it's definitely hard to do. Hard to figure out what you're going to do. Right now we're in a heat timeout, but I think we'll keep it here because Todd, I think we've got some scores. I think our scores are brought to us by Limestone County Commission Chairman, Mr. Colin Daly. So just as kind of keeping up with some scores tonight, Todd, Lexington right now on top of Tanner, 19-6. That's in the first quarter. Athens and James Clement.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good game,
battle.
And it shows it is right now. Athens sitting on top of James Clement, 7-6 in that first quarter as well. Mars Hill 6, East Limestone nothing in the second quarter, and Lauderdale County 8, Wilson's nothing in second quarter as well. So it's a lot of football going on tonight. Just some of our Limestone County games and Athens City games, and we got us a good one up here in Elkmont, Alabama.
We sure do.
Boss Hill Stadium, and it is a capacity crowd on both sides. You've got both bands. It's such a great sight to see after everything we dealt with last year.
Oh, my goodness.
Having a crowd and just a lot of things.
See people to be able to congregate with one another, and this is what football's meant to be.
That's exactly right. So 1st and 10 for Ardmore, 6:11 left to play in the first half. Hillis is just going to hand it off to Colston right up the middle. But I'm telling you, man, our Elkmont defense is trying to beat in on Mr. Colston, and he only picks up a couple of yards on that carry.
Yeah, the line of scrimmage is doing a much better job of not getting blown out. Number 51, Denny Marshall, and then Hunter Fielding, 52 there on that tackle. But Ardmore's so much bigger, it seems, up front. I'm thinking as the game continues to go and as humid and hot as it is, you're going to, unless, because Elkmont's not deep. They're just not. So you're going to look for them to get wore out. Jeez.
And there we said it. Mr. Colston takes the ball right up off the right side, bounces it to the outside, picks up the first down and extra yardage. So that's a nice 20-yard gain there by Colston as he crosses into Elkmont territory.
Yeah, Chase Hagelmaker, number 12, kind of trips him up by the ankle. If not, you're calling him up at the 5-yard line right about now. I think still be right.
So 1st and 10 from the Elkmont 47-yard line. Hillis in the shotgun. He's got Colston right behind him. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun. Hillis going to drop back to pass. He's got a man right there. It's going to fall in and out of the hands. Pass intended for Dunn.
Not bad coverage. You had Chase Hagelmaker out there, but nice throw. I mean, he should have had. I mean, hit him in the hands. I don't know what else you can do with it.
Well, this is the tight end coming across on a drag.
Nice route too, wasn't he?
Beautiful route. Beautiful route. You can tell these guys, both teams, well coached. Both teams.
Oh yeah, both teams. I'm liking what we're seeing on both sides. Absolutely. Different. So much different than what we've seen in the past.
From both of these teams. Yeah. You're exactly right. So you got Hillis, shotgun. Going to put a man in motion. He's going to hand it to Colston up the middle. Colston's going to bounce it to the outside again. He's got every bit of 10 yards.
Wow.
And maybe a couple of more. So he picks up another Ardmore first down as he plows his way forward to about the 38-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to spot it. Nice game right there by Colston.
Yeah, you had Jaden Kohler and Chase Hagelmaker kind of, for lack of a better word, trip him a little bit, push him out of bounds a little bit.
Do what you got to do to get him down.
Anything just to get him out.
Pistol formation by Hillis. Colston's behind him. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it across to the outside in the flat. Pass intended for Dunn again, but in and out of his hands.
Yeah, same play, same results. He's not going to go back to the sideline after this series.
He has dropped 2 passes that really probably should have been caught.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we can't see how close he is to the sidelines, but it looks like those balls are right there where they need to be.
I think there was a good bit of grass between him and the out of bounds, but still.
So Ardmore's going to call their first time out of the first half with 4:48 left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top 7-0. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some more football action for you right here at Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Hey, this is Jim from Lawler's Barbecue. A lot of you folks out there keep asking where we cook our barbecue because you don't see pits and smoke. Well, guess what? You never will because we cook it in Lewisburg, Tennessee at our USDA facility so that we can maintain consistency and quality. So no matter which store you come to, you get the same great taste. Philip's been cooking barbecue since 1978, and I promise you, he's got the hang of it. He's been doing it so long, he doesn't want to be cremated. He's asked to be slowly smoked over glowing hickory coals. So come try some Lawler's Barbecue at any of our 7 locations today. Lawler's Barbecue, cooked slow, served fast.
Enter your name for Lawler's Fan of the Week on PASnetwork.net. We'll announce the winner during the postgame show tonight of each Limestone County game. The winner gets $20 Tasty Bucks from Lawler's Barbecue. You'll have 2 weeks to pick up the Tasty Bucks if you are the winner. But we'll bring that to you next at the end of the ball game tonight.
And if you don't pick it up, I know somebody who will.
Hey, I tell you what, man, I'll give me some Lawlers in a heartbeat. Good to go with some right now.
Yep.
All right, so you got 2nd and long, or 2nd and 10 for Ardmore. They're going to try another pass out to number 2, pass caught by Cruz Luter. Sorry, check that. Cruz Luter. They haven't turned the lights on in the press box. It's getting a little dark.
Yep. Nick Chambliss out there on the coverage. That boy's right at the marker. Are they moving the chains? Are they looking at it?
I think they're looking at it.
It was like right there at it.
Can't see what we got going on down there. Oh, looks like the chain's tied up a little bit.
Yeah, when they went out of bounds, the players ran into it.
So we've got 4:41 after a completion from Trevor Sims to Cruz Luter. So we're trying to figure out the spot right now. Looks like at least a 9-yard gain. They're going to... Yeah, it looks like they unraveled the chain right there. So it's going to be 2nd and about 1. We'll say 2. 2nd and 2 after the completion to Luter. And he was pushed out of bounds after the 8-yard reception. All right, so Hillis, shotgun. Colston in the backfield behind him. 1 split to the near side. He's got 2 to the far side. Hillis going to put a man in motion. He's just going to do that nice little kind of underhand pitch right there to the man in motion. Number 18 for Ardmore. That is Devlin Jarrett. Picks up the first down and got a couple of more.
Tigers pick up the first down on the play.
A couple of more yards.
Yeah, great tackle there by Chase Hagenmaker to bring him down. Brought him down with authority.
So just over 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top, 7-0. Hillis, shotgun, puts another man in motion. He's going to fake it to Colston. He's going to try to hit his man in the flat. He's got him. Going to be brought down after about a 6-7 yard gain. So
that was a nice little play right there.
Oh, it was a nice little swing pass right out there to number 8, Tyler Thompson.
Caden Jackson did a good job there. Couldn't quite prevent the ball from being caught, but he made a good tackle once he did catch it. But, man, they're moving the ball in a lot of different ways right now.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, man, if we saw the stats, there's no way you can say they were down 7-0.
So 2nd and about 4. Ardmore driving. They are spotted at about the 14-yard line. They're just going to hand it to Sims as he tries to get around to the outside. But Sims is going to be brought down. A little extra action on the far side by Ardmore and Elkmont. But that's going to bring up 3rd down. Nice tackle from the defense.
Yeah, Hunter Fielding, number 52, shot through that line and wasn't able to get all of him, but got enough of his ankles and legs there to bring him down.
So 3rd and 4. Ball at the 12-yard line of Elkmont. So the Tigers break the huddle. Hillis is going to go. Looks like he's going to go under center. He's still got number 15, Sims, in the backfield. 2 splits to the near side. Going to put 2 men in motion. They're going to come over here to the near side. I'm going to bet they're going to hand it off, and he's going to try to go, and he's going to be brought down to the backfield again. Nice tackle there by Elkmont, number 7.
Clayton Bowley, man. That's twice he's been able to shoot through that line. almost, and that might have been another one of those deals where game film kind of seen it before, knew what to do, because that's twice he's been able to do that.
So I'm going to call it right now. You're going to see misdirection off of that motion in a little while.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to eat them up.
You're going to see it.
Absolutely, I agree. That's a great point.
So you're going to see a little bootleg by the quarterback or something. All right, it's 4th down. Ardmore's going for it from the Elkmont 14. There's the bootleg right there. Hillis is going to try to throw
he's got
it.
a man.
He's got his man right there, and looks like he's got the first down. That is Brody Dunn is your receiver. He gets the first down. So right there, all Hillis had to do was just throw it right in his chest.
Number 24, Maddox Dorning, was wide open in the middle of the end zone. But as he was, when you're running for your life looking for an open man, you obviously can't spot everybody. But huge play, 4th down, get your first down.
That's what you needed.
Right here, especially at the end of the quarter, going in for halftime, they need to score bad.
So it's 1:30 left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top, 7-0. Elkmont trying to dig their heels in and keep Ardmore out of the end zone.
They seem to be kind of lackadaisical here and letting the clock run. What's up?
Well, maybe they're trying to figure out. Well, I don't know.
They've got 2 timeouts, based on my knowledge.
This is where I wish we had a sideline reporter. Tim, we need a sideline reporter. So Ardmore's going to call timeout with 1:09 left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top, 7-0. So with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Technology is a great thing, but sometimes a camera in your phone just isn't enough. That's where Down Home Portraits comes in. Robbie Newport at Down Home Portraits can capture any event you like. Sports, family, parties, or senior portraits. Call Robbie at Down Home Portraits at 777-3528. Visit them on Facebook or online at downhomeportraits.zenfolio.com. Down Home Portraits, 777-3528.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football, right here on Play Action Sports Network. 1:09 left to play in the first half in Elkmont, Alabama. Elkmont on top of the visiting Ardmore Tigers, 7-0 in the first half. You can look for the monthly Play Action Sports column in Athens now. Now, what we'll do is we'll update you on what's been happening in local sports news, as well as upcoming games and events. The paper is free and available at businesses all around the area. Now, Todd, you're right. Ardmore kind of let that clock keep ticking before they called the timeout. There's 1:09 left now, unless you're trying to punch it in with very little time left.
And I get that, but you do that when you're a little bit closer to the end zone. I mean, like on a 1 or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
so the ball spotted at about the 8-yard line, 1st and goal for Ardmore. That was a quick snap. I don't think they were ready for it. Brody Dunn gets it from the Wildcat formation and is brought down after about a 2-yard gain, so it's going to bring up 2nd down. Ardmore's got 1 timeout left, and the clock is under a minute right now. I don't think he was ready for that snap, Todd.
No, it was kind of funny. I'll tell you what, they're still not seemingly getting in a hurry. There we go, get the ball.
So it is a stacked backfield. Brody Dunn's going to take the snap again, and he's going to kind of try to bull his way forward. He's going to get brought down short of the end zone. They're going to say it's 3rd down. So it's probably 3rd down and about the 1-yard line, 3rd and goal for Ardmore. We're at 30 seconds left. I know Ardmore's got 1 timeout left, but I don't think he's going to want to use it. Yeah, he is going to use it right there. So Coach Snyder's going to use his final timeout of the first half, but we'll keep it here as we'll just talk a little bit about this. You got 24 seconds left to play in the first half, so you know what you're going to do. I mean, you got 2 downs to punch it in, but you don't have any more timeouts after that. So use is really the time you need to get it in there.
Because. And do you throw or run? If you run, you probably don't have enough time to line back up to kill the clock.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're so close to the end zone with your backs that you have. I think you got to try to punch it in.
I agree. And, with that, because they haven't been able to stop it. But, boy, if they do, you're not getting any points on the board probably.
I think if you're Coach Snyder, if you can't punch it in from 1 yard out with those guys right there, that he's asking them to check their manhood right now because he's
and
telling them.
There's a couple of formations I've noticed they've had that they've actually run in the middle of the field that would look like it was supposed to be, right there at the goal line where everything was tight. And they're big.
Yeah, they are big.
And you put all them in tight, and you hand that ball off the coast, and you're right. There's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't be able to punch it in.
Now, if Elkmont can hold them, they get the ball to start the second half. Right. So we'll see what happens. You can hear the crowd, the Elkmont crowd, coming alive right here, trying to have a goal line stand. 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top, 7-0. Ardmore at the Elkmont 1-yard line. I bet they do a quarterback sneak or give it straight up to Colston. That's what they're going to do. Give it to Colston. He's going to punch it in.
Ooh,
no. Oh, yeah, he is in. Barely.
I tell you
barely
what,
gets in.
That was beyond barely.
I tell you, another yard out. He's not in.
Oh, no, not even half yard.
His
knee was really close. I was looking at through the binoculars. It was really close to being down before that ball punched over the goal line. But you know what? Hats off to the play calling, to the line, especially for blocking, and that's huge. They really needed that score, something fierce, especially with Elkmont getting the ball back to start the second half.
So Colston punches it in from about a yard and a half out for an Ardmore touchdown, but Elkmont's going to go ahead and take a timeout before the extra point is kicked with 21 seconds left, so we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Come on out to Village Pizza on the Athens Square for the best freshly made pizza, wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Folks from all over the Southeast rave about their food, service, and great atmosphere. See for yourself. Village Pizza, 222 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1951, Cream Delight in Athens has been a Valley tradition. From their upside-down banana split and milkshakes to chili dogs and pretzels, Cream Delight has served generations from the same walk-up location. Cream Delight, 401 West Washington Street in Athens.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports Network. Ardmore just punched it in to get their first touchdown of the game. 21 seconds left to play in the first half. They're lining up for the extra point, number 99 for Ardmore. That is Jeffrey Rodriguez attempting the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is no good. He is short. He is short. So good timeout call right there by Coach Pendergrass. Maybe got in Rodriguez's head just a little bit. So Ardmore, check that. Elkmont is going to take a 1-point lead into halftime with 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Elkmont on top, 7-6 right now.
Now, have you ever seen that before?
Oh, yeah.
Have you? I haven't.
See an extra point short like that? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, high school football, man.
Well, I know, wow.
Yeah,
it was dead center. He nailed that.
I tell you this, Rodriguez was spot on last week. He hit all of his extra points with plenty of distance and height. So maybe
that was just something funky.
Yeah, maybe he slipped a little bit. That maybe he didn't have his laces out. Maybe the laces weren't out.
There you go.
You never know. It could be anything that keeps them from getting that extra point. But right there, with 21 seconds left to play in the first half, looks like Elkmont could take this lead into halftime, 7-6, on top of the cross-county visiting rivals from Ardmore.
Back deep for the Red Devils, number 2, Nick Chambliss, and number 3.
So,
if you're
Chambliss and Murrah back deep to receive for the Red Devils. Kick is up. It's going to be a high, just kind of a high kick, and it's going to be short after Holt is going to be the one who received it at about the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Elkmont with 20 seconds. What do you do?
What do you do?
Well, Todd, that's why I asked.
I don't know, man. That's knee would take a knee and go in.
Go in with a 1-point lead?
I would.
Okay, you wouldn't take a shot at the end zone with knowing that Allen and Murrah have connected on a couple of deep passes?
My thing is, you're up. You're up 1 point, and statistically you're getting plowed.
Well, it looks like Coach Pendergrass listened to you. He's gonna take a knee.
He's taking that tight formation.
He's gonna go ahead and take the knee and take this 1-point lead into halftime. And that's exactly what has happened. Elkmont snap right there to Allen, and he takes a knee. And right there, that is this is a tight ball game, and it is a good one here in Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama. This is Play Action Sports Network. Elkmont on top of Ardmore right now at halftime, 7-6. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Time for our Play Action Sports Sideline Shout-Out. A tip of the hat from the head coaches to their assistants on the sidelines. Elkmont coach Michael Pendergrast.
3 coaches to kind of point out for me is, of course, our strength coach, Colton Lovern. You know, at a 3A school, not a lot of people, able to hire one of those, so he's been doing a great job. When I took this job, a lot of the kids were way behind on, strength-wise. So he's been doing a good job of getting those guys building strength, and you can kind of see the definition starting to change, over the past, 2 to 3 months. Kids are gaining 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds. Another guy I'd like to point out is, my offensive coordinator, Matt Smith, doing a great job. He comes from Danville, been coaching at some larger schools in South Alabama, but he lives in Madison, and so he's been doing a great job as far as getting the players and doing a good job of, calling plays. And I thought he did a really good job of Gaston, and, and he kind of, beat himself up and calling plays against Randolph, as far as because we, didn't move the ball very well. So he came in and revisited some things and does a good job of just kind of, talking to the players, coaching the players, and really does a good job of connecting with the players. And third one I'd like to mention is Patrick Chambliss, my defense coordinator, obviously, and he does a good job, and he's been around Elkmont for a little while, and so him and I are running the defense, and so he does a good job of working with me and getting those players ready and coaching our linebackers up, and I think we've become better tacklers over the past few weeks since we've been practicing because of him, and linebackers are making good reads and looking good on the film and making those guys better. Those guys work hard, and probably our 3 hardest working coaches that we have as far as that goes. They're up here all the time analyzing film and doing what it takes, and trying to get this thing turned around and making our players the best that they can be.
Next, Ardmore coach Jonathan Snyder.
Tim Jones is our running backs coach. Tim Jones is a legend here at Ardmore High School. Known as everybody loves Coach Jones. He actually went to Elkmont last year and came back with us this time, and I got him hired late, and he stepped right in. Hadn't done varsity football in a while. Had been doing some middle school stuff, but has stepped in and done a great job with our running backs. Is a good person, strong Christian man that loves the kids, that loves Ardmore, that loves to see them succeed. And will do anything in the world that I ask him to do, and does a really, really good job with our kids. Bryant Wells is an up-and-comer when it comes to football coaches. He's young. He's full of energy. He's willing to learn, willing to do things the right way. Has actually been a coordinator before, even as young as he is, was a coordinator right out of college or early in his 20s. So he's been there. He's called plays. Of course, me and him are a lot alike because our fathers were both head coaches, so we were coaches' sons growing up. We played for our dads, and so we have a lot of things in common, even though he is a little bit younger than I am. Bryant coaches our wide receivers, does a phenomenal job with those guys. Is very energetic. He's very locked in to teaching our kids to do the small things right. Does a really, really good job of creating that personal relationship with our kids. Our kids respect him, much like they do all of our coaches, but our kids respect him and they play hard for him.
That's tonight's Sideline Shout-Out. We'll be back with a halftime show after this from Play Action Sports. Limestone County High School sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports Network. You're listening to us as we're here in Elkmont, Alabama at Boss Hill Stadium. Elkmont on top of Ardmore right now, 7-6 at halftime. What we're going to do is we're going to let you enjoy some of the sounds of the marching bands from both schools. Right now you're listening to the pride of the State Line Ardmore Marching Band, and right after that you'll listen to the Elkmont Red Devils Marching Band at halftime. Again, your score, Elkmont on top of Ardmore at halftime, 7-6. We'll be back in a little bit to bring you second half action.
The 2021 Ardmore High School Band is under the direction of head band director Aaron Whited and assistant band director Nick Murphy. The drum majors are senior Allison Broadway and junior Anna Payne. We thank you for your kind attention and support this evening.
Technology is a great thing, but sometimes a camera in your phone just isn't enough. That's where Down Home Portraits comes in. Robbie Newport at Down Home Portraits can capture any event you like. Sports, family, parties, or senior portraits. Call Robbie at Down Home Portraits at 777-3528. Visit them on Facebook or online at downhomeportraits.zenfolio.com. Down Home Portraits, 777-3528.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Hey guys, this is Joanna with CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to our storefront. While you're here, you'll find a variety of Bibles, children's gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more. Come check out our children's section. It's filled with Bible stories, picture books, games, toys, and a growing selection of homeschool materials. Here at CEI Bookstore, our goal is to provide you with trustworthy resources to bring you and your family closer to God. Stop by, and our friendly staff will be happy to help you find material that fits you and your family's needs. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Taking his hand, helping each other home.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate.
Drum major, Jessica Duggar. Is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Elkmont High School Red Devil Band. And don't forget about our car show tomorrow, 10 to 2.
Good job, Mr.
Gin House Barbecue has been an Elkmont tradition for many years, and that tradition continues today. Come by for a visit and try out some old favorites, as well as some tasty new additions. Barbecue pork, ham and chicken, St. Louis-style ribs, catfish, pork chops, hamburger steak, just to name a few. They're open early for breakfast, too, so take a drive up to 18060 Upper Fort Hampton Road in Elkmont, just 0.3 of a mile east of Highway 127. Eat in or call ahead and have your order waiting on you. Call 732-4579. Gin House Barbecue and Elkmont tradition. What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports Network. We're at Boss Hill Stadium for Elkmont and Ardmore. And right now the home team in Elkmont, the Red Devils, on top of the Ardmore Tigers 7-6 at halftime. Todd, been a really good game this first half.
Goodness, man. You told me off air prior to the game about the Colson kid and how hard he ran and everything, and you didn't lie about that for sure. And you talked about some of the other kids in the line, and you build them right to the truth. And like I said earlier, and we don't have the stats, but if we had them in front of us, you would think that Ardmore was just smoking the Red Devils right now. But to their credit, huge plays. That fourth down touchdown was the 4th and 22. Third down in their own part of the field and get like a 20-yard completion when they were kind of
deep in their own territory.
Yeah. So and then they've recovered some fumbles and made some other good plays defensively. Had a big stand. So they've made the plays when they had to make them, and that's why they're winning 7-6.
Well, that's something. That's a testament to the coaching staff for Elkmont. Head coach Michael Pendergrass. On Elkmont's side has really prepared this team. Saw some game film from last week's Ardmore Tanner game, and he's made a couple of calls defensively that he kind of knew where Snyder was headed.
He called them both perfect. Absolutely perfect. Same kid both times, Clayton Bowley, who made those plays. I really truly think that was a testament to the game field and preparation off the field, because it was, like you said, it was almost like they knew what was coming. And My only concern for the Red Devils is, I mentioned before, they're just not as big and they're certainly not as deep. And I think middle of this third quarter goes, and it depends on what they do offensively on this first drive. If they can hold the ball, keep it out of Ardmore's hands, maybe. But I just feel like Ardmore's going to eventually just wear them plumb down, to be honest, and you're going to see a running show for sure.
Well, Elkmont gets a chance to show that because they'll have it offensively when we start the second half. Just as a recap of how the scoring kind of went, the opening line of the first play from the line of scrimmage for Ardmore. Ardmore elected to receive the first half kickoff to start the game, and the first play from scrimmage, Colston breaks a nice little, looks like 7-8 yard run, and then he coughs the ball up. Elkmont recovers, and they're able to drive it down. 22-yard touchdown pass from Allen from Roe Allen to Mikael Murrah. That puts Elkmont on top for pretty much the entire first half, and then the Ardmore Tigers come back and we're able to drive down towards the end of the first half and score with about 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Colston with a big 2-yard touchdown run, but the extra point was no good, and that's where we're sit right now. Elkmont on top of Ardmore, 7-6. We got about a minute and a half before kickoff the second half. What we're going to do is take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some second half action for you. Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports.
What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hey guys, this is Joanna with CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to our storefront. While you're here, you'll find a variety of Bibles, children's gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more. Come check out our children's section. It's filled with Bible stories, picture books, games, toys, and a growing selection of homeschool materials. Here at CEI Bookstore, our goal is to provide you with trustworthy resources to bring you and your family closer to God. Stop by, and our friendly staff will be happy to help you find material that fits you and your family's needs. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Taking his hand, helping each other home.
Gin House Barbecue has been an Elkmont tradition for many years, and that tradition continues today. Come by for a visit and try out some old favorites, as well as some tasty new additions. Barbecue pork, ham and chicken, St. Louis-style ribs, catfish, pork chops, hamburger steak, just to name a few. They're open early for breakfast, too, so take a drive up to 18060 Upper Fort Hampton Road in Elkmont, just 0.3 of a mile east of Highway 127. Eat in or call ahead and have your order waiting on you. Call 732-4579. Gin House Barbecue and Elkmont Tradition.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports as we get ready to start the second half at Boss Hill Stadium. Elkmont's going to receive the opening or the second half kickoff, and the kick is up by Jeffrey Rodriguez. It's kind of a short, high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 31-yard line by Elkmont, and that's where we're going to start. First and 10 for Elkmont from their own 31-yard line.
So here we go. We'll see what kind of, if any adjustments were made. Elkmont did some pretty good things offensively. They really did. They had those big plays, obviously, but we'll see if they can put together a drive here.
So Roe Allen in the shotgun. He's going to take a low snap. He's going to hand it off to number 5. That is Boyd, and Boyd's not going to really have a whole lot of room there, and he's going to be brought down by a couple of slow to get up is Mr. Boyd. That is Ryan Boyd, number 5. Loss of about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up second down for the Red Devils.
Well, after taking that big hit from number 88, Houston Vickers, I'd probably be getting up a tad slow, too.
But he's up, and he's in the backfield, so he wants some more. I don't blame him. That's what they're here for. That's what you work hard. That's what 2-a-days and summer sweat does.
Exactly.
You don't want to stay out after you've worked as hard as you have.
You want to be out there on that field.
Absolutely. Roe Allen, he's your quarterback. Shotgun, single back. Beside him is Boyd. 2 splits to the far side, 1 to the near side.
Oh.
High snap. Allen's going to try. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to pick up about a yard. Going to maybe get 2. So it'll be third and long for the Red Devils. That's another snap problem right there. There was about 3 of them in the first half. Something you don't want to do. Got to lock that down.
Yeah, Christian Etheridge and number 31 Hayden Durham in there. Hayden was one that finally brought him down. But, Yeah, low snaps, high snaps. We've had, and then mostly good in between, but you got to clean that up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's what we got. 3rd and long, 2 splits to the far side. Ball spotted at about the 31-yard line of Elkmont. That's a good snap right there.
Yeah.
Allen's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look for Murrah. Murrah's not going to – he's not covered, but Allen's going to keep it himself. He's going to cross the 30 down to about the 36-yard line and brought down. Deep block on that field.
Allen will keep it on the play.
He's going to pick up 6 yards. It's going to be 4th down. Got a man down on the field.
Player down.
Hayden Durham did a great job on the tackle. That looks like to be number 1, Drew Daly for the Ardmore Tigers, who went down, but you know what? He's, like you just said, sticking in there, staying tough and getting up and staying in the game.
Yeah, they're going to take him out.
Yeah,
I think
he needed to come out.
He did. With the things that we know today,
yes,
you got after he takes a block like that, that was a good block by Murrah.
Yeah.
But it was a clean block, but it was a hard one.
But it was a hit.
It was a hit.
Absolutely. He felt it, to say the least.
So you got Boley back there to kick the punt. And he nice deep punt again. That's going to be about the 25. Yeah. It's going to keep rolling past the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. A nice punt. Boley has been a
machine. That wasn't as high as some of the other ones he's had, but he's been effective every time. And that's a great weapon to have. He can change field position big time like that.
So you've got Ardmore deep in their own territory. Ball spotted at they're going to say the 18-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Ardmore from their own 18. 9:57 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Elkmont on top 7-6. You got Hillis in the pistol formation. You've got Colston in the backfield beside him. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. You got 2 big tight ends. Actually, you've got 2 big tight ends right over there on the far side. They're going to give it to Colston. Colston's going to take it to the far side on the right-hand side. He's going to get about 2-3 yards. Hard running, but Elkmont's going to bring him down.
Yeah, good job there. I'm trying to see. Boley was in there, and I couldn't tell who the other young man was, let's say, because I want to give him credit. He's come up limping as well. So he took a shot. Yeah, number 5, Ryan Boyd. Yeah, Ryan took the initial hit, and he's feeling it.
Now, Ryan is also the tailback, so he's playing both ways. He's playing in the free safety slot for Elkmont and is also a running back. So,
and that's been another thing. We've caught a whole lot of tackles by the secondary tonight.
Well, when Colston gets a head of steam, he's hard to bring down, and he's usually in the secondary. And as I say it, he's going right now, crosses the 40, down to the 50. Wow. He's past the 50. It's a foot race. He's going to try to cut it back on the inside, able to get past that tackle, down to the 10, pushed out of bounds at about the 7-8 yard line. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds at the 4. Wow. First and goal, Ardmore. Great run by Colston. I'm going to tell you, he is a load, Thomas Colston.
That was incredible to watch, man. I mean, dude, so what have they got him listed as? How much? 221 or something like
that?
He's
226. He's a junior, 226 running back.
And people don't think he can run over you, around you, and through you, and he's got some speed to go.
He was able to do a nice little cutback to keep that run going. Did that cutback at the 20-yard line, able to stiff arm one defender and take it all the way down.
Jaden had a link on him, but he took care of him real quick.
So they've got the ball spotted at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Ardmore Tigers on their first drive of the second half. Colston's in the backfield. Nice run by him. Hillis under center. Why not give it to the big man right up the middle? He's going to hit that hole, and he's going to be met by the entire defensive line of Elkmont for probably about a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and goal for Ardmore.
Yeah, big stick there by Elkmont player. Let's see who that was. Well, looked like Boley was in there. Yep, that was Boley that came up and made that play. He took a lick, though.
He did. Now, I tell you, not only do you have Colston, and you've also got Brody Dunn, over 200 pounds, and Houston Vickers from the tight end and the halfback and the tailback slot, but you've got a average of over 280 on that offensive line by Ardmore. So there's some hosses up there. Hillis under center. He's got his other back in the backfield, Trevor Sims. Brody is going to go in motion. He's going to hand it off to Sims. Sims going to take it off to the right side. He's going to fall forward. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Ardmore. Didn't have to go far.
I'll tell you what, that was a fast drive. Of course, he had that one big long run there by Colston, but I'm thinking it's kind of foreshadowing the things to come the rest of this half. I'm just hope not. Hopefully Elkmont can hang in there defensively. But
so right there with 8:06 left to play in the third quarter, Ardmore's going to do kind of an offset. They got two people in the backfield, going to put Brody in motion, and they're going to just kind of sling pass it up, and that's going to be a two-point conversion. Two-point conversion, number 2. That is Cruz Luter. His pass to Brody Dunn is good, that two-point conversion, so that puts Ardmore on top of Elkmont 14-7 with 8:06 left to play in this third quarter. Man, I'm going to run down the numbers till I get the right one. First, second, third.
Who threw that ball?
That was Cruz. Cruz Luter threw that ball, number 2. So what you had was an offset line. You had all the linemen all on the far left side. And then Brody Dunn went in motion, and then he was able to swing pass over, or able to swing into the far corner, and then Luter was able to hit him for the two-point conversion.
I think that formation confused Elkmont a little bit. I mean, it almost looked not like a valid formation when they first lined up, but I mean, obviously it was. You got to have a certain amount of men on the line of scrimmage. Didn't necessarily matter where. So,
yeah.
But that was a really well-designed play and executed play as well.
Well, I'm sure Coach Snyder, when he looks, he kind of, if he sees something, if he doesn't see the majority of them go with, that line over there, then maybe he runs it over to the swing pass over to the left. So, well, that's your score right there, 14-7. Ardmore able to finally take the lead. With 8:06 left to play in this third quarter.
And also in that kind of play, if everybody kind of goes with Brody, then it just leaves wide open grass for Cruz just to run in. A lot of things you can do out of that.
So it's a high kick, fielded at about the 15-yard line by number 8. That is Allen. That is Brody Allen, your quarterback. He fielded that ball. Great return right there for Elkmont, giving them really good field position. They're going to start it at about the 43-yard line, so 1st and 10. Great run there by Allen.
Great run. Good tackle there, too, by number 23, Peyton Hurd. Because if he hadn't made it, there was still plenty more room to run.
He only had a couple men to beat, and he just wasn't able to break those tackles. But, again, nice return there, by a 30-yard return by Roe Allen, who was back deep to receive that kickoff. And he is your quarterback, and he is breaking the huddle right there. 2 splits to the far side. He's got 2 to the near side. He's got 1 running back there with him, number 5. That is Boyd. Roe Allen, shotgun formation. Puts a man in motion. He's going to hand it to the man in motion. That's number 2. That is Chamberlain. Good cutback. Crosses the 50 down into Ardmore territory. Brought down is Chambliss, number 2. Nice run. So he's going to be, after the 9-yard carry, he's going to be 2nd and 1. Good run there.
Yeah, it looked like he was going nowhere until he cut back. Houston Vickers and number 13, Jacob Sanchez, there on the tackle. But, yeah, it looked like he was pretty much going to just run straight out of bounds, but he did a wonderful job on that cutback.
So Ryan Boyd, the running back, number 5, he comes out to take a breather on the sidelines. New running back there for Elkmont. That is number 21. Caden Jackson is your running back. He is a senior running back. He's back there to block. Swing pass out to number 10 for Elkmont. That's going to be a first down. Good reception from Allen to Ty Roberts. 1st and 10, Red Devils.
Nice little play there. Brody Dunn on the tackle. Pretty good coverage between him and Drew Daly, number 1, but well done by Elkmont to execute that first down.
I'm going to tell you, I love the way both of these coaches are calling this offense. I love the kind of the what do you call it, the fast-paced offense that the Red Devils are bringing. Coach Pendergrass really bringing in Coach Snyder with some nice elements that he can work with on the Ardmore side as well. 1st and 10 for Elkmont from the Ardmore 46-yard line. Allen dropping back pass. He's throwing deep. He's got a man open.
He's got
just out of the reach of Murrah.
Wow.
Murrah dove at the 10-yard line just off of his fingertips. And I tell you, Allen, he's got an arm.
Drew Daly got beat on that play, and yes, he does have an arm. I mean, we're talking just a foot difference, and it's a score right now.
Absolutely.
That was really, it's a great route, great throw. The offensive line did a wonderful job giving him time. I'm sure we haven't seen that, for the rest of the game. We'll see it pop up at least one more time, I'm sure.
So Caden Jackson, still your running back. He's in the backfield, 2 splits to both sides. He's got Allen in the quarterback, shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself, roll to the near side. He's going to cross the 45 and pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down after a couple of 3-yard gains. So it'll be 3rd and about 7 for the Elkmont Red Devils.
Caleb Higginbotham, number 3 for Ardmore, runs them out of bounds.
6:56 to play in the third quarter. Ardmore on top, 14-7, but Elkmont is driving. So you've got two splits again on both sides, two on the far side, two on the near side. One running back, Allen in at quarterback, shotgun formation. He's been there all night. He looks to try to get it, and he does. He gets a little bit of encroachment by the defensive line. That's a penalty flag against Ardmore. We're going to move it forward for Elkmont.
Good job by
Allen.
Yeah, Allen to get that, to get him to draw over. It's a fine line you walk on, because there's certain things you can't do to get that, but that was really well done.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and short for Elkmont after a 5-yard penalty against Ardmore on offsides, defensive offsides.
Yeah, that's a big mistake by Ardmore because now they have a lot more different things they can do in order to get this first down. And if they don't, they're still in good position to go for it on 4th, honestly.
Two splits to both sides. Allen looking for Caden Jackson. It's going to be a swing pass. Caden's going to try to bounce it to the outside, but he's going to be brought down. It's going to be a loss of yardage. Loses about 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down, Elkmont.
Yeah, Jeffrey Martin and Sanchez over there on that tackle. And I think that Allen had the right idea the first time. I think he knew. He kind of pumped.
Yeah, there was some
I think he knew
hesitation.
the coverage was there, but he's like, I don't know what else to do, so I better throw it. That boy, you lose all the yards you just got off the penalty.
So he only lost about 5 yards, so it's going to be 4th down. Ball spotted at about the 43-yard line of Ardmore. So 4th down, Elkmont. Allen's going to take it. He's going to roll it to the near side. He's looking to throw deep again. He's got good coverage. He's throwing it across the middle. Pass intended for Murrah. Falls incomplete. Murrah kind of slipped there, but he was in double coverage.
Yeah, it was double coverage. The ball was thrown not really close. But he did slip.
I mean, you got to know. I think what Coach Snyder's done on the defensive side is he said, "Hey, cover Murrah," because he has been the target pretty much the entire night by Allen.
Yeah.
But with that, we've got a heat timeout with 6:03 left to play in the third quarter. It's Ardmore on top of Elkmont, 14-7. You're listening to Limestone County football on Play Action Sports.
Technology is a great thing, but sometimes a camera in your phone just isn't enough. That's where Down Home Portraits comes in. Robbie Newport at Down Home Portraits can capture any event you like. Sports, family, parties, or senior portraits. Call Robbie at Down Home Portraits at 777-3528. Visit them on Facebook or online at downhomeportraits.zenfolio.com. Down Home Portraits, 777-3528.
Welcome back to Limestone County Limestone County football on Play Action Sports. Here's some quick scores for you, brought to you by Limestone County Commissioner Chairman Colin Daly. James Clemens right now in the second quarter on top of Athens, 33-7. Lexington 32, Tanner 14 at halftime. Lauderdale County 15, Wilson 6 at halftime, and East Limestone over Mars Hill 7-6 at halftime right now. So those are your scores, brought to you by Limestone County Commissioner Chairman Colin Daly. Thank you, Mr. Daly, for bringing us those scoreboard action. So coming out of the heat timeout, it was about a 7-yard run by Colston up the middle. So he picks up 7 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 3 from the Ardmore 49-yard line. Two splits to the far side, one to the near side. It's Hillis in the pistol formation, going to put a man in motion. He's going to fake the handoff and going to give it to the second man through. That's going to be Colston. Colston's going to pick up the first down and a few more yards as he crosses the 50 into Elkmont territory down to about the Elkmont 44.
Yeah, I think we're starting to finally see that, Elkmont's got so many kids playing both sides of the ball, and, the humidity and heat just wear on you so much, and when you don't really get a Gatorade break or get to sit down for a minute or two, it just finally catches up with you, and I'm afraid that's what's happening.
So Colston's in the backfield, two splits to the far side, one to the near side. Hillis again in the pistol formation. Waiting on the snap. Here it is. It's going to be Colston again. Oh, he's going to be brought in the backfield. Great defensive tackle by the defensive tackle right there for Elkmont. Great defensive call there by the coaches.
Yes. Bryce Blade, man, just shot through there like a bullet. He's a big man, too, so he gets a hold of you. You're not going anywhere.
No, and he can pretty much go pound for pound with Colston.
Yep.
If he can go head up with him. All right, so it's second down after a loss of about 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 for Ardmore. Ball at about the 48-yard line. Hillis going to drop back to pass. He's got a man in the flat. No, he slips. Pass intended for number 18. That is Delvin Jarrett. Falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long for Ardmore in Elkmont territory.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Hillis got rushed or what. Or the receiver ran the wrong route. He threw it to the outside. The receiver cut to the inside.
And then the receiver slipped.
And he slipped on top of it. Yeah.
So that pass falls incomplete. 3rd and long for Ardmore. 2 splits to the far, 1 to the near side. Hillis in the pistol formation. He's got Colston right behind him. He's going to fake the handoff to Colston. He's going to pump fake. He's got pressure. He's going to sling it out to the flat. Oh, he's got a man open right there in the flat. Pass caught by number 24. That is Maddox Dorning. Maddox able to pick up a lot of yardage, but there's still going to be 4. They're still going to be about 6-7 yards away from the first down. So down to about the Elkmont 40-yard line. So 4th and 6 for Ardmore, but they're going to go for it. You got to.
Yeah. Clayton Bowley was the one that missed that tackle, and he goes back to the huddle, patting himself on the chest. No, they got him.
That's offsides right there by the defense of Elkmont. That line.
Yeah. So they kind of gave him a payback.
Yep. And Brady Hillis was able to get him to jump off sides. Braden Hillis. So that's going to move it to 4th and short, 4th and about a yard to go for the first down for Ardmore. Ball's at the 36-yard line of Elkmont. They just need to cross the 35 for the first down. Ardmore does.
Yeah, and with a line like that and the running backs like that, it obviously makes it a whole lot easier.
Absolutely. 2 splits to the far side, 1 to the near side. You got Brody Dunn. He is the up back right in front of. Put a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff to the man in motion. Going to give it to Colston. Colston's going to fall forward. Pickup of about 5 yards. Picks up the first down. 1st and 10, Ardmore.
Yep, just good hard-nosed running, line up, and get you. Oh, we got a player down. Saw him limping real hard. I think the coach actually told him to
fall down.
To go down.
Because he was limping.
Yeah.
So we've got an injury timeout on the field. We'll tell you who that player is when we come back. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com.
Hey, this is Jim from Lawler's Barbecue. A lot of you folks out there keep asking where we cook our barbecue because you don't see pits and smoke. Well, guess what? You never will because we cook it in Lewisburg, Tennessee at our USDA facility so that we can maintain consistency and quality. So no matter which store you come to, you get the same great taste. Philip's been cooking barbecue since 1978, and I promise you, he's got the hang of it. He's been doing it so long, he doesn't want to be cremated. He's asked to be slowly smoked over glowing hickory coals. So come try some Lawler's Barbecue at any of our 7 locations today. Lawler's Barbecue, cook slow, served fast.
What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports. The injured player was number 5, Ryan Boyd, but it was a cramp, so obviously some of that heat's kind of catching up with some of these players. But right there, coming out of the timeout, the injury timeout, Ardmore with a nice little play to Delvin Jarrett. He was able to get about 5 yards on the carry, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 5 for Ardmore in Elkmont territory. They're going to give it to number 15. Again, that is Trevor Sims. He's going to go to the far side, but he doesn't have a whole lot of room. It's going to be short of the first down, looks like. So it'll be 3rd and short, depending on the spot.
Yeah. Clayton Bowley in there on another tackle. Tell you what, he's been all over. Obviously quarterback. He's getting, he's doing that, and then called his name several times.
So we're going to keep Trevor Sims in the backfield. Braden Hillis is your quarterback. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side, puts a man in motion. 3rd and short for Ardmore. They're going to hand it off to Sims again. Sims is going to get the first down. Ball marked at the 21-yard line of Elkmont. And got some players slow getting up on the Elkmont side, but again, they're able to get up and get back into the defensive huddle.
Yeah, Bryce played there and made a good tackle. I'll tell you what, you talked about it off air. Trevor Sims hits the hole hard.
Yes, he does.
That was kind of a high snap. It kind of threw the timing off on that a little bit, but he hits hard.
Brady Hillis, your quarterback, he's going to look to the sidelines and get the call. Your tailback is number 15. That's Trevor Sims. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. He's going to hand it off to Sims again. Sims is going to come around to the near side. He's going to try to bounce it out to the outside. Across the 20, got a penalty flag on the play. Probably going to be holding on that side. Yep. It's going to be holding against Ardmore, so that's going to move that back. I see what Coach Schneider's doing. He sees that he's got some hands on the hips by the defensive second or the defensive line of Elkmont, so he's going with a lot of no huddle now.
Yeah. Can't blame him.
So holding on Ardmore, that's going to move it down. We're going to replay first down. It's going to be 1st and 20 as the ball's spotted at about almost the 31-yard line of Elkmont.
And this is going to sound terrible, but, you would think normally a big, long penalty like that would be a good thing, but Elkmont's getting so tired, it's just prolonging how much longer the defense is out on the field,
So we've got Colston back in the backfield. Hillis is going to draw back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man deep.
Open.
And he's got the touchdown.
So pretty.
To Cruz Luter. 31-yard touchdown pass from Hillis to Cruz Luter.
Well, Jaden Kohler was there in coverage, but he got beat, and, that ball was thrown perfectly, was it not?
Oh, it was. It was a pretty pass from Hillis.
He dropped it right in like a bucket.
He did. He had his man beat by a couple of steps. And wasn't able to tip it, and Luter just reached out and grabbed it. Touchdown, Ardmore, with 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. They're going to line up. Ardmore's going to line up for the extra point. They're going to bring their line back over. They started on the left, and then they moved all the way up. Now they're in a regular extra point formation.
I bet this one's not short.
But it's not either. It's up, and it's good. So that right there is going to take it. Oh, no, they say it's no good. Oh, it looked like it was good.
It sure did.
We're kind of at a bad angle.
We are at a bad angle, but I thought that it must have obviously went left to the field goal, but it goalpost. But it sure looked good from here.
Yeah, so hey, that's good though for Elkmont.
Yeah,
with 1:18 left to play
in the game.
Yep, with 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. Ardmore on top, 20-7 after the 31-yard touchdown pass from Hillis to Luter. And that's increases that lead for Ardmore. Elkmont been able to hold on tight, but not able to stop the 2 scores in the third quarter by Ardmore. And that's your score right now, 20-7. So we'll see what Elkmont can do as they come back out to receive the kickoff. Just as a kind of a recap, Allen Tamura for Elkmont right there with 8:56 left to play in the first quarter, 22-yard touchdown pass. That's a scoring recap. And then Colston was able to get in right before halftime from a 2-yard run. And then you also had Ardmore score again. Trevor Sims was able to punch it in from a couple of yards out. And then right there, 31-yard touchdown pass to Cruz Luter from Hillis. So here's the kick. It's kind of a pooch kick, and it's going to fall right there at the 38-yard line. They're going to down it right there at the 37 is Elkmont. Elkmont able to down the ball, cover the ball, actually, once it hits the ground.
Yeah, he's down.
So, he's getting up. It's slow. Number 12. That's for Ardmore.
That was a tough play. That was actually Chase Hagelmaker for Elkmont that got up slow there to recover that kick. But, yeah, that was a tough play. He dropped right in front of him, and he had to hurry up and recover because Ardmore was fixing to fall on it.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from Elkmont from their own 36-yard line with 1:17 left to play in the third quarter. You're going to have 2 splits to the far side. They're not split very far. They're going to come in a little bit tighter. You got two splits to the near side. They're also going to be in tight. So I actually, you know what? We're not going to say they're split. Everybody's just kind of off the line a little bit. It's a little bit tighter formation than we've seen from Elkmont. Allen is your quarterback. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to throw deep. He's going to throw it across the middle. A pass intended for Murrah falls out of his hands right at the line of scrimmage, really. So was no gain on it. Wouldn't have been much of a gain on the play. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Elkmont.
And I guess do you feel like the Elkmont probably has to throw the ball right now, being down?
Yeah,
13?
I think so. I mean, the running game's been a little bit hard to get going for Elkmont. Passing game's been there, but yeah, I think you're going to see a little bit more passes. And they're bringing everybody in tight again, so you still have some splits, but they're just not very far. Allen dropping back to pass. He's looking to throw it again. He's got a rush. He's going to get out of the rush. He's going to scramble, keep it himself, cross the 40. Steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Woo, he must have been right on the line.
He was a good call. But, Hayden Durham, number 31 for Ardmore, did a good job. He barely got him. And I tell you what, if he hadn't, he barely touched that sideline, he'd still be running.
He was close to the first down. Picks up 9 yards on the carry on that scramble. 3rd and 1 for Elkmont. Ball at their own 45-yard line. We are almost at a minute flat to play in the third quarter. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock with a 1:03. So 3rd and 1, Elkmont at their own 45-yard line. Allen's your quarterback. He's going to send 3 splits to the near side. He's got, I say they're splits, but they're in a little bit tighter.
Yeah, now they even get more tight.
Yep. Nobody's down. Allen's going to keep it himself and try to force forward, but no, he doesn't. He ran into a wall and lost a little bit of yardage as he shoved down. Let's see where they spot the ball. They're going to spot it right back at the 45-yard line. So loss of about a yard. So it'll be 4th and 2 for Elkmont.
I think they almost gave that play away when they brought everybody in tight right before. You almost look like a quarterback sneak, didn't you?
So you're at 39 and counting for the third quarter. Haven't started the play clock yet. So we're at 30 seconds. Haven't started the play clock.
They're talking up here in the booth about taking that ball. They should have took that ball under center if they were going to snake it like that.
I agree.
Because that snap was kind of high. And it just
Yep. So we got a timeout on the field. So Elkmont's first timeout of the second half. And with that, we're going to take a quick timeout as well. You're listening to Limestone County Sports right here on Play Action Sports.
The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin bringing you your color analysis, and also our producer, Mr. Tim Lambert. With 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter right here at Boss Hill Stadium, Elkmont, the home team. They're down 20-7 to the visiting team from Ardmore. 4th down and about a yard to go for the first down. So they're spotted at their own 45-yard line. So everybody's coming back. They're ready to try to finish out this third quarter. Let's see if Elkmont can get a first down.
Be interesting to see what they do here.
They're going to. So Allen, he's got three backs there with him. Oh, now we're going to have movement right there. Oh, that's not what you want coming out of a timeout.
Exactly what I was going to say. Coming out of a timeout, bless his heart. That's just one of those mistakes. It's mental, but you're tired and you're hot and you've been playing both sides of the ball, and you know you got to make that block, right? That's tough.
That is tough, and I could tell what Elkmont was trying to do was draw the Ardmore Tigers off sides, but instead they have the penalty on them. Elkmont with a false start, so that's going to bring up 4th and about 7, and they're going to send the punt team out.
Yeah, big change of plans there.
So Boley back to punt the ball. He's had some really good punts tonight for Elkmont. They're going to blow the whistle. See what the official calls. And Elkmont's going to take their second timeout of the second half. So what we'll do is take I'll tell you what, we'll just keep it here. But what we'll do is give you some updated scores. I'm going to tell you, it's gotten good across over there in Madison. The score is brought to you by Limestone County Commissioner Chairman Mr. Colin Daly. Again, thank you, Colin, Mr. Daly, for bringing us these scores tonight. And I'm just going to tell you right now, James Clemens has decided to quit playing around. They are up right now 47-7 on top of the Athens Golden Eagles.
Is that at Athens or there?
It's in Madison.
Okay.
So James Clemens, good 7A team. Athens, a good 6A team.
Oh, yeah. No slouch at all.
But James Clemens wanting to make a playoff run this year. They have, I tell you, and they've got a first-year head coach.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say, they don't even miss a beat.
No.
Seemingly when, this is what their third coach in probably about the last 6+ years or so.
They're young school.
But they just first couple years struggled, and boom, after that.
Yeah, their head coach went over to Waldrop. I think he went over to Florence, didn't
he?
Florence, yeah. So they've got a new head coach over James Clemens and the Jets, 47-7 right now over the Athens Golden Eagles. It's kind of almost, I want to say cross-county, but it's not. It's right there on the county line. So they definitely have played some good games over the past couple of years. But the Jets on top, 47-7 over the Golden Eagles right now. So what we've got is Elkmont. Looks like they're going to go for it. They changed their minds after that timeout. So Allen, he's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to throw deep. He's got a rush. He's going to be brought down deep in the backfield. Loss of a lot of yards there. So that fourth down is.
They used to call it a fumble and recovery.
Yeah, I mean it was going to be a turnover on downs right there anyway. So Ardmore was able to get the sack and the fumble.
Tyler Thompson's one that made the tackle and came up with the ball. I assume, the way the official was marking it, either way, like you said, it was going to be down right there. But they actually got away with holding prior to that the officials didn't call. But they're just wore out, man.
Yeah, Coach Pendergrass's gamble did not pay off there. I know he went out there to punt, then he called the timeout, changed his mind, but just unfortunate right there for Elkmont as they turn it over after the sack, the fumble. It was going to be a turnover on down, so it's 1st and 10 for Ardmore from the Elkmont 26-yard line. Colston in the backfield. He's got Hillis as the quarterback. Colston's going to take it off the far side. He's going to cut back across the middle. He's going to bull his way forward for about a 15-yard pickup. First down for Ardmore. Got an Elkmont man still down.
Got a man down on the field.
And so we're going to have an officials timeout. Actually, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So probably a heat cramp right there for the Elkmont player right there as he's kind of getting looked at.
I didn't even see him down. I kept on going, what are you talking about? I didn't realize he was in the middle of James Clemens' huddle.
He's Ardmore.
Or Ardmore, rather.
Yeah.
We're talking about James Clemens a while ago.
Yeah.
Talking about Colston real quick. Like, man, dude just jumps up from that run, gets back in the huddle like he's fresh as a daisy, like he ain't even been in the game.
Yep, so what we'll do, you're right, he's just a hoss to bring down. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Ardmore on top, 20-7 over the Elkmont Red Devils. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll have fourth quarter action right here. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Limestone County High School sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports. You can download a copy of this game or listen to it on demand by going to pasnetwork.net. There's a streaming schedule of upcoming games and links to our mobile apps too. Lots of Limestone County football coming through over the course of the next several weeks right here on Play Action Sports Network. We're going to be able to bring you some games across the county. Later on this year, or the season, we're going to see some games from West Limestone and also James Clemens next week. But right now, you've got, starting the fourth quarter, Ardmore. Hillis hands it off to Colston. Colston to the near side. He's going to cross the 10. He's going to jump a man, be brought down at the 10-yard line for about a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be second down for Ardmore.
Job there by Bryce Blade, Chase Hagemaker, but man, he's just smooth. It's like he takes his time. He finds that hole. He'll jump a defender here or there. run over a defender here or there and then run by a defender.
I agree, man. He's just
something special, dude.
He really is. And like I said, he is just a junior, so Coach Schneider gets him for another year.
I do not remember him last year. I can't say, I don't know.
Well, he almost returns this entire offense because Hillis is also a junior. Hillis under center. He's got another back there. That is number 17. Check that, number 15. Trevor Sims. And Trevor Sims going to fight his way forward to about the 1 yard line. So to be, looks like it's going to be first and goal for the Ardmore Tigers.
And Trevor's not big, 5'6", 150. So that means he's probably about 5'5", 140.
I tell you, he is
they
quick.
always embellish. But, yeah, he is that old hard man, and he's not easy to bring down himself.
No, when you get those running backs that can hit the hole hard, and they got a full head of steam on that first step, that makes a big difference.
Which that line has just done really good all night long.
They really have. So Sims is actually going to stay in at tailback. Hillis under center at the 1 yard line, 10:45 and counting left to play in the ball game. And so Sims going to fall forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Ardmore Tigers.
The only thing that got him down was himself. He tripped over a blade of grass.
So Trevor Sims with his second touchdown of the night with 10:38 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore taking a commanding lead right now, 26-7 over the home team, Elkmont Red Devils, here at Boss Hill Stadium. And we'll get ready to line up for the extra point. So here we go. Ardmore coming over. They line up to the left, and then they run over. Now you got your man in there to kick the extra point. Number 99. He's missed 2 tonight. Last week he was on target the whole time. He kicks that one. It's up, and it is good. There was no doubt about that one.
Was down the pike.
Yeah, so 10:38 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore takes a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter, 27-7 on top of Elkmont. And tell you what, Todd, you called it. Depth and heat plays definitely a big part, and you can already see how it's affecting the Elkmont Red Devils as your running back, Boyd, number 5, Ryan Boyd, he's gone down with cramps tonight a couple of times. So he was playing both ways earlier. We've only seen him on defense since really the first part of the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to look to that next man up kind of mentality on the sideline, and those kids know that. They know that, because they practice together every day, and they know that they're kind of short-manned, but, give some of those younger guys some experience, and it'll help down the road come mid-season and beyond. But Elkmont's done just a tremendous job to stay in this game. They really have. Once again, when we see these numbers at the end of the game, we're going to probably think it looked like it should have been 40-40 nothing or something.
So there's a high pooch kick again, but it's a little deeper this time, fielded at about the 22-yard line. We got a scene. We got a scene. Number 2, Chambliss takes it from about the 22-yard line all the way down to the Ardmore 49-yard line. Good run by Chambliss.
Great run there. Drew Daly finally was able to kind of grab the back of his jersey and slow him down a bit where some others could catch up, but great return. Gives Elkmont a little life, a little kick in the rump, make them maybe see if they can't score here. I mean, down 20 with 10:31, I assume we're going to see passing, right? So
absolutely.
So the line's got to do a really good job here and keep Ardmore out of that backfield, give him enough time to throw. Because if he's got time to throw, he can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Allen's going to be your quarterback still. In the backfield with him is Caden Jackson, number 21. He's also got Murrah back there with him. And number 2, Chambliss. You got one split to the far side, one to the near side. They're going to hand it off. They're going to pitch it to Murrah around the far side. Nice play.
Nice
we haven't seen that. Cut down. Still on his feet at about the 38-yard line. I tell you, he put the ball on the ground, but he picked it up and tried to run again. But, hey, Murrah with a nice cutback.
Yeah, that was a great cutback. He got another, 10 probably yards plus yards out of that. Hayden Durham was actually the one that finally kind of get him out of bounds, but great cutback. It's a nice little play.
I love that play. Nice. Very quick. So over into Ardmore territory. No fight or no quit in this Elkmont offense.
Have we seen him get the ball tonight? I don't know.
Well, Murrah's caught the touchdown pass
earlier. He caught the 2 passes. That's the first time I guess he ran it is what I was thinking.
Yep. So Jackson is the back with Allen at quarterback. One split to the far side. That's Murrah. He got two splits to the near side. He's looking for Murrah deep. Now he's going to throw off. He's got a man deep right there. The tight end drops it in and out of his hands. Pass intended for number 7, Clayton Boley. Clayton Boley just, he's still down on the ground. The ball kind of came in and out of his hands. I'm not sure. Might have, I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's more hurt my feelings than hurt my leg.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean,
I know
he might have fallen on the ball, so that could have knocked the wind out of him.
Well, he did fall on the ball.
So that's an incomplete pass, but it was a good pass, wide open across the middle.
God, that was pretty.
Was Clayton Boley. 9:46 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore on top, 27-7 over Elkmont. Elkmont trying to make it a game. Here we go. We'll be back. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com.
Welcome back to Play Action Sports right here, bringing you Limestone County football action. We are at Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, Tim Lambert, our producer, and 27-7, Ardmore right on top of Elkmont, but Elkmont's got the ball. It'll be second down and 10 after the incomplete pass intended for Clayton Boley. Clayton Boley still down. The ball kind of fell in and out of his hands. I think he fell on the ball, so probably knocked the wind out of him. Hopefully he'll get up soon. They're still tending to him on the field.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything twisted or bent or nothing to that effect.
Yeah, but they're looking at him, taking a long look at him. So hopefully all of that will be okay. You can listen to the post-game show for Limestone County Player of the Game. Our feature player will get a gift certificate good at either Village Pizza or Cream Delight. Todd and I will kind of confer after the ball game and come up with a player of the game tonight. And
tough.
It is going to be a little tough. I tell you, it's been a good game from both sides, and we'll just have to take a look and see what we can come up with for the player of the game tonight. But they're still looking at Boley right there. He is out about the 5-yard line. Now they're kind of getting him up. Looks like he's going to come off the field under his own power. Yeah. Yep, he's going to come off the field under his own power. That's always good to see.
Yeah, no doubt. It's probably like you said, a little breath knocked out of him.
Yeah, but he had the ball in his hands but fell on top of it, fell incomplete. So 9:46 left to play in this ball game. I tell you, one of the things I'm loving is the way this stadium looks. I mean, you've got capacity crowd filled over there on the visitor side, walking on the home side. Is standing room only in the north, or the north end zone, and
nobody's left.
Nobody is left. These Elkmont fans are true to their team. And
both these communities are wonderful places, not just to live, but to go to school and play ball and everything else. They support their teams.
Absolutely. And I love that about Limestone County football. I mean, every community does that. Allen's going to drop back to pass. He's looking. He's going to tuck it and run himself. He's going to be brought down at he's a loss of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be third down and 12 for Elkmont. Ball spotted at about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line of Ardmore.
Houston Vickers got him down. That's kind of one of those things, and it's 2 or 3 times he's done that tonight. I'd like him just to, chunk that sucker away, man. You don't have to eat it like that and lose yards.
And that's something in high school sports you don't see a lot of, though. The quarterbacks, that's one of the things you see more as some of these bigger schools in high school.
7A.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that. Yeah. But these quarterbacks and these lower.
They don't throw as often, so they just,
They're trying to make a play.
Right.
I can respect that. All right, so you got Jackson in the backfield. Caden Jackson, he's the senior. You got Allen as quarterback. One split to the far side, 2 to the near side. Allen's going to throw off his back foot. He's going to throw it up. Pass intended for Chambliss. Falls incomplete right off the tip of his hands. A little high on the throw.
Yeah, good coverage there by Jacob Sanchez. But he almost kind of – he was looking away, but you could tell the whole time he knew where he wanted to go, and so he just threw it. I'm not too sure he even knew what coverage was there.
Well, the pocket was definitely collapsing around him.
Collapsing, yeah.
But he's thrown off his back foot quite a number of times tonight. But I tell you, he's got enough arm strength where he's been able to do that. Man. So He's had the ball on the money a couple of different times.
I've been wondering a couple times now if he plays baseball.
I bet he does.
I bet he does, too.
So 2 splits to the far side and to the near. Allen's going to roll out to the far side. He's got a man in the flat. Oh, nice pickup. Oh, it's going to be close to the first down. It's caught by Mikel Murrah, and they're going to give him the first down. He picked up 13 yards on that pass play. Great offensive play calling.
Caleb Higginbotham was all over him, too, defensively. I mean, it was great coverage, but, man, what a throw right on the money. Another good catch. They've been a great combo tonight.
Murrah sure-handed from the wide receiver position. We've also seen him run the ball tonight. He did well, picking up about 10 yards on that carry earlier.
Yeah, basically, when he touches the ball, good things happen.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to do, get the ball into your playmaker's hands. So Allen's going to be in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs. Jackson's one of them. Looks like Chambliss is the other in the backfield. 1 split to the far side. Low snaps. Going to hand it off to Braden Jackson. Braden's going to try to cut it up the middle, but he's got nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
Nowhere to go. Slew of Ardmore Tigers in there on the tackle.
So they're going to say he lost 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 12 for Elkmont as they are in Ardmore territory. Ball spotted at about the 28-yard line, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for Elkmont. Allen, quarterback. He's got Jackson to his right, 2 splits to the far side, 2 to the near side. Allen's going to take it. He's going to draw back to pass. He's looking to throw it deep. He's looking for his man. He's got his man right there, number 4. Oh, right off the hands. Pass intended for number 4, Cole Holt, excuse me, and just right off his fingertips again.
I mean, just a little bit behind him. Little bit behind him. Jacob Sanchez was back there in coverage again, but yeah, a foot more to the right, and it might not be a touchdown, but he'd be right down there on the goal line.
He'd definitely been the first down, which is what you're wanting if you're Coach Pendergrass, try to get another first down. So 3rd and long for Elkmont. Ball spotted at the Ardmore 28-yard line. Allen's your quarterback. Jackson going to move him to the right of the quarterback. 2 splits to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun formation. Man in motion, that's Murrah. Murrah's going to come to the near side, start making his way forward. Allen's going to look to Murrah, but he doesn't have him. He's completely covered. Going to throw it off right off the fingertips of the Ardmore defender. Pass intended for number 2, Chambliss again.
Yeah, intended for Chambliss, but number 4, Jeffrey Martin, should have made that interception and hit him dead in both hands.
Yes, it did.
So good break for the Devils.
So he was looking for Murrah. Right there, but Murrah had double coverage again, so Ardmore is making sure that the playmaker gets taken out of the play as much as they can.
They pretty much shut him down the whole third quarter because of double coverage, and they went right back to it, I believe, after he made that play a while ago.
So we've got trips to the near side, 1 split to the far side, single setback with the quarterback in shotgun formation. That is Jackson. Allen takes the snap. Good snap. He's looking. He's going to throw. He's throwing for the end zone. He's got a man deep.
Touchdown.
Number 4, touchdown.
That was beautiful.
Cole Holt with a great touchdown grab. He was wide open in the middle of the end zone.
I mean, I would say Luke Sims was somewhat in the vicinity, but there was really nobody there. He burned them all and got back there deep in the end zone, and a beautiful, beautiful pass.
I don't know if you're watching this, but let me tell you, Roe Allen is checking down.
Yes, he is.
He's looking for his intended target, but then he's going through progressions, which is kind of almost unheard. At this level is hard.
It really is. You're right. He's doing exactly that. That was not his first option. That was probably his 3rd or 4th.
But Allen is the senior right here in Elkmont, 6'1", 200-pound senior with a nice touchdown pass. His 2nd of the night for pass caught for the touchdown. Cole Hoyt, 28-yard touchdown pass for Elkmont. Here's the extra point. The kick is up, and it is going to be wide left. No good. So with 7:14 left to play in the ball game, Ardmore 27, Elkmont 13. We got us a ball game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see the kickoff. You're listening to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports.
Come on out to Village Pizza on the Athens Square for the best freshly made pizza, wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Folks from all over the Southeast rave about their food, service, and great atmosphere. See for yourself. Village Pizza, 222 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1951, Cream Delight in Athens has been a Valley tradition. From their upside-down banana split and milkshakes to chili dogs and pretzels, Cream Delight has served generations from the same walk-up location. Cream Delight, 401 West Washington Street in Athens.
Welcome back to Limestone County Football on Play Action Sports. 27-13, Ardmore sitting on top of Elkmont right now with 7:14 left to play in the ball game. You can look for the monthly Play Action Sports column in Athens now. We'll update you on what's been happening in local sports news as well as upcoming games and events. The paper is free and available at businesses all around the area. So Elkmont with a nice 28-yard pass from Allen to Holt to bring the score 27-13 in the fourth quarter. Rosales is going to set the ball down and get ready to kick it off deep to Ardmore. Back deep to receive looks to be number 15, Trevor Sims.
He's way up.
So Rosales, he's going to do an onside kick, and it's going to fall 10 yards. Ooh. Oh, it is going to be, oh, wow. Elkmont had a chance to get the ball, but Ardmore is going to come away with that after the onside kick attempt.
Not a bad attempt.
Not a bad one at all.
Kind of made it where it was a scrum, and, you never know in those situations he's going to come up with it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ardmore from their own 46-yard line. 7:12 left to play in the ball game. Elkmont needs a stop here defensively.
They've got to have a 3 and out if they want to have any chance. I'm trying to even think, has there been a series that they've gotten a 3 and out? Maybe early, I guess.
Early in the ball game, of course, there were a couple of bad plays by Ardmore, but we'll see what Elkmont can do. See if they can hold them defensively. Hillis under center.
Yeah, I feel like they're just going to run and run and run here.
You got Colston. He is in the backfield. Everybody's in tight. I imagine you're going to give it to your workhorse, and that's exactly what they're doing. Colston up the middle. He's going to go to the far side. Penalty flag on the play. He's going to cross the 50 down to about the 45 to the 44-yard line. But a penalty flag on the play. Probably going to be a legal motion.
I was going to say, it's got to be something prior to the play because that's a weird place to throw a flag. It couldn't have been holding or anything, I wouldn't think, because he couldn't have seen that from where he was at, but we shall see.
Haven't seen it yet. So it's going to be.
It is a hold.
Called holding. Okay.
My man's got some awful good eyes from that distance. I got to tell you. I didn't see it, but of course I wasn't looking right at it. But
so holding on Ardmore, that's going to move the ball back to the 35-yard line. So it'll be replay first down. So it'll be 1st and 20 for Ardmore.
Yeah. That's a big difference. That's a 32-yard difference. Something to that effect.
So Colston is out. They brought Sims back in the ball game. Sims got 2 touchdowns tonight. So he is your back. Everybody's in tight. Hillis is going to go under center. Sims, your tailback. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Sims. Sims going to hit the hole on the left side. He's got some room. Oh, he's going to try to stiff arm a man. He picks up a good 15 yards. So, no, check that. He only picked up 7 yards. Man, I forget. There's the other pylon. Yeah. There's the other marker.
It was a nice tackle by Hagemaker, though. But I tell you what, he took a stiff arm to bring him down. He got planted.
Yeah, he did.
And both of those guys are fairly small.
So Ardmore in the huddle, looking to the sidelines for the call. Trying to milk the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Take their time. Play clock hasn't started. Must be keeping it on the field.
They've got to be. And I think I noticed earlier it wasn't moving as well.
So Sims is your tailback. Hillis under center. He's going to fake it. He's going to roll out to the near side. He's looking to throw it right there in the flat, which is what he's done a couple of different times. Pass caught by number 18, Devlin Jarrett, for a nice pickup, about a 10-yard pickup. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 on the play.
Another good tackle there by Chase Hagemaker. Interesting play call. I wouldn't think that we'd have seen him put the ball in the air like that. So a lot of trust in the quarterback and line, obviously.
So there's another heat timeout with 5:48 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore on top, 27-13 over the home team from Elkmont. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more fourth quarter action. You're listening to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. That's pasnetwork.net. Play Action Sports.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. We're at Boss Hill Stadium in Elkmont, Alabama, for the home team, Elkmont Red Devils, and the visiting team from Ardmore, the Ardmore Tigers, on top right now, 27-13 over the home team from Elkmont. We've got third down and about 6 to go for the first down. Ball spotted right on the Ardmore side of the 50-yard line. So Hillis under center. He's got his tailback. Trevor Sims still in the ballgame. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. Man goes in motion. He's going to fake the handoff and roll to the far side. He's looking to throw it in the flat. Now he's going to set and throw it again to number 44. Yeah, you knew it. Tell you what, Brody Dunn with a nice catch and run picks up the first down and gets a lot more yardage than that. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Ardmore deep into Elkmont territory.
And what patience he took by running that. I mean, he had number 18, Devlin Jarrett open, but he waited and waited until the other man came through.
Until Dunn got open right there on the flat.
Through, and that was really sweet to watch. And obviously paid off.
So you got 2 splits to the near side after the first down pickup by Ardmore. We're going to keep Sims in the ball game. Hillis is at quarterback. He's going to line up kind of in the pistol formation. Sims is going to back up about 3 yards behind him. 2 splits to the near, 1 to the far. Going to hand it off to Sims. Sims going to cut it, take it to the far side, try to hit that far out, goes out of bounds, stops the clock. So it's going to be 2nd down after about a 6-yard pickup.
Good tackle there by Jaden Jackson to get him out of bounds. I'll tell you what, Braden Hillis took a shot at the end of that the play previous on that pass play. So commend him for sticking in there because he got hit pretty good, like right around his ribs.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback and you throw the ball, you're vulnerable right there.
Absolutely.
Those ribs are exposed. So Colston comes back in the game. Sims goes to the sidelines. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. Colston's going to line up about 3 yards behind Hillis. Hillis in the pistol formation, we'll say. He's going to hand it to Colston. Colston's going to take it to the far side again, get tripped up. One man trips him up, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, good job there by Payson Basinger to trip him up. He still got another 5 yards after the initial kind of tug.
He fell forward.
Yeah.
He kind of leaped once he left, however you say it. My wife's an English major. I'm not. But he was
I
able
can assure you I'm not, so don't ask me. Leaped, leapt, jumped.
Hey, they swapped it on me.
So here we go. Colston in the tailback. Hillis. Everybody's in tight. Going to hand it to Colston again. He's going to take it to the far side, pick up the first down, get some additional yardage, and pushed right there close to the they're going to say keep the clock running as he gets the first down. So 1st and 10 for Ardmore. Ball spotted on the 11-yard line. So they can get another first down.
Mason Paysinger in there on the tackle again.
4:27 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore driving again, trying to put some more points on the board, up 27-13.
Yep, all but formalities now at this point.
Unless Elkmont can get a turnover or a stop and try to do some quick scores. So Ardmore milking the clock.
Yep, doing
Hillis.
a good job.
Here's your quarterback. He's been there the whole game pretty much, except for the couple of times he's in Wildcat. Going to give it to Colston up the middle. Colston's going to fall forward. Nice pick up there by about 7 or 8 yards on the carry for Colston. Again, 3:50 and counting in the fourth quarter.
I've noticed, too, since that initial run in the beginning of the game where he fumbled, and he wasn't careless. I was watching through the binoculars, just the helmet's kind of what punched it out. But, boy, he's been really carrying that sucker like an egg and making sure it was tight with both hands when he's going through that line of scrimmage.
So we got a man down right now. Can't tell who that is. Looks like it's an Ardmore player.
It's definitely an Ardmore player.
So Ardmore's got a man down right now, kind of rolling. So number 77, one of the linemen, he gets up and goes off on his own power. That's Chase Sims on the offensive line, but he gets up and runs off. So 3:40 left to play in the ball game. 27-13, Ardmore on top of Elkmont. It's been a good game, Todd.
Oh, it has been. I mean, it's just what you want a county rivalry to be, you know. I mean, hard-hitting, right? Elkmont, as they always do, never give up. I mean, these are some resilient kids. Ardmore hasn't let up either, you know. I'm sure it's kind of one of those things like where you're playing your little brother, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you know you can beat him, but you don't want to beat him too bad. But then all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh. You know, if I don't start really trying, my little kid brother's going to beat me. So Both teams have done a really good job. Coaching, man, I'm impressed with the coaching, and it's been fun to watch.
So 3:38 and counting. They start the clock after the injury as the player was able to get off the field. So it's going to be Sims up the middle again. Sims going to be met right there after a pickup of about 3, but he's met at the 2-yard line.
Met hard. Chase Hagenmaker lit him up. He's had enough of it.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down with about a yard to go. They can get the first down before they, if they wanted to go first and goal. But I imagine Coach Schneider's wanting to punch this into the end zone on this play.
Yeah.
Try to make it a little bit further out of reach for Elkmont tonight.
They get the man in the backfield, can do just that.
So Colston lining up behind Hillis, your quarterback. 2 splits in the near, man in motion, going from near to far. Going to hand it to Colston right up the middle. He's just going to walk right into the end zone. Touchdown, Ardmore.
Kind of pushing players off of him as he goes through.
So Colston with his 2nd touchdown run of the night. Put your score right now 33-13 with 2:45 left to play in the ball game. Colston with a nice 2-yard run. And it's just been all Ardmore this second half. Ardmore's going to line up for the extra point. They do that thing where they put all their offensive linemen on the far side. They got the center ready to snap it. Waiting to look and see. Now they're going to move everybody into a regular extra point formation.
I'd say, there's a few teams I've seen do that in the past. It's kind of cool. You never know what you can do out of it.
Yeah.
That's what's neat.
The extra point is blocked.
Wow.
Jeffrey Rodriguez's extra point is blocked. Great block there by number 5, Ryan Boyd, coming in to put the hands on the ball and keep the extra point from happening. So right now, 33-13 with 2:45 left to play in the ball game. That's what you said earlier. Elkmont has been resilient. They've done everything that they can.
Yeah, not quitting.
No.
They could have just stood there right on that play and not worried about if he kicked it or not.
If
but
you're
they didn't. They got after it and blocked it.
I know Coach Pendergrass definitely wants a win, but I tell you, once he goes back and he evaluates, he sees some mistakes. There was some drop balls, some bad passes. Allen, some of the players weren't able to get their hands on the ball, but for the most part, I think the game plan was well designed.
Gameplay was well designed. Penalties for both teams were pretty limited. Neither one. It hadn't been a penalty fest at all. So, and to be the second game of the season, I think that's been a pretty clean game. They've got to be happy about that. And no stupid penalties like knocking somebody late out of bounds or personal foul type stuff.
A lot of respect, a lot of sportsmanship.
And when you have a rivalry like that, sometimes you can throw that out the window. I've been to this field before and seen it not played as clean. So hats off to both teams, kids, coaches for that.
I think on both sides you've seen a lot of, especially when a couple of players have gone down, you've seen the other team go over there, check on them, try to help them up and things like that. So kudos to both coaching staff and both players for well played ball game tonight. High end-over-end kick's going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line, and he's going to be met. Ooh, nice tackle. But I tell you what, nice return there by number 12 for the Elkmont Red Devils. That is Hagermaker, and he took a shot. But I tell you, he had a nice return.
Leader let him know who he was before the night was out. Now, that was a pop.
So he went up there, got a nice about a 15, 16-yard return. So it'll be Elkmont ball from their own 45-yard line with about 2:40 left to play in the ball game.
The thing about that, too, is he knew when he caught that short kickoff, he was going to be met pretty quick and took it like a man.
He did. So Hagermaker able to get up and get off the field, and that's what you want. Yep. All right, 1st and 10, Elkmont from their own 45-yard line. 2:40 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore on top, 33-13. Allen, shotgun formation. Oh, the bad snap. Center is able to fall on the ball. Now we've got a penalty flag.
That was just kind of a mess
false
all the way
start.
around.
Yeah, that was not what you want, but so that's going to move the ball back. Couple of false starts tonight. Couple of, encroachments, but again, for the most part, relatively clean ball game.
I'd say, 4 or 5 penalties per team, maybe? About that.
So 5-yard penalty brings we're going to replay first down, 1st and 15, ball at the 40-yard line of Elkmont. It's their ball. Allen in at quarterback. He's been there all night. Had some good throws tonight. Played a hard-fought ball game. He's got number 5 back there in the backfield with him again. That's Boyd. Boyd's missed most of the third quarter. Allen's going to throw it across the middle. He's got his man. Oh, no, falls incomplete. Threw kind of into a lot of coverage there.
Well, so you had, I'm trying to see who that other receiver is. Let's see.
15 for the Devils.
Looked like Chambliss number 2.
You had Holtz, and he still ain't turned around. But anyway, you had 2 Elkmont Red Devils running within like 5 yards of one another, so it was kind of odd looking.
It was number 7, Bowley.
Okay, it was Bowley then.
Yep.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were.
No, check that. Number 10, Ty Roberts.
Okay, one of them ran the wrong route, I believe, because they were awfully close together.
So Allen takes a snap. He's going to roll to this side. He's going to look to throw it right out of the backfield.
Oh!
Pass intended. Pass intended for Ryan Boyd. And then Ryan Boyd takes a shot.
Holy smokes.
Right after the ball fell out of his hands. And you heard the crowd. They wanted a penalty on that. But the ball did fall incomplete. But it's hard.
Randall Moore lit him up. And, I don't know. I'm not a big helmet guy. It doesn't bother me as much as it probably should. But I don't think he meant anything intentional by it.
Right,
it was just, just happened to be there both about the same height, and they hit.
So 3rd down, 15. 2:23 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore on top, 33-13 over Elkmont. Elkmont's got the ball. Allen takes a snap. He's got some room to kind of set and throw. He's going to throw it over the head of number 4. Pass intended for Cole Holt. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And Cole was open. That was one of those passes he had to be a little bit more gentle on and just kind of lob it over the defender instead of zip it in there. Because he was there. Open.
So 4th down, 2:16 left to play in the ball game. Elkmont at their own 40-yard line. Trying to look and see what they're going to do.
I think so. Well, it looked like somebody called a timeout, but I don't.
So we do. Yeah. We have a timeout. That's going to be Elkmont's 3rd and final timeout of the half. And with that timeout, we'll take a quick one as well. 2:16 left to play in the ball game. Ardmore on top, 33-13 over Elkmont. We'll be back. You're listening to Play Action Sports.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, Tim Lambert, the producer. Todd, it's been good to be in the booth with you. First time this year for us.
Yeah, I always enjoy it, man.
You'll hear us next week as we get to go to Madison and see James Clemens play. A little 7A football next week.
And huge rivalry as well.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little while. Looks like another timeout on the field. We'll keep it here a little bit. But we got some – do we have any score updates as we kind of look over here? So 4th quarter action right now. Score is brought to you, by the way, by Limestone County Commissioner Chairman Colin Daly. Lexington on top of Tanner 46-20 in the 4th quarter. And there's a lot more action going on, and I kind of surprised Tim with that one. I don't think he was ready for it. That's okay, though. Tim can make that an edit.
That's why he's the producer.
Okay, here we go. I got him now, Tim. Tim is the producer extraordinaire, is exactly right. So right now in the 3rd quarter, James Clemens on top of Athens, 47-7. East Limestone still fighting hard against Mars Hill. Wow. Mars Hill, a good team.
Yeah,
state championships.
And that's over there, too.
Yeah, so 7-6 East Limestone right now on top of Mars Hill. And as I said, 46-20 Lexington on top of Tanner right now in Lexington. So, we get back to action right here on the field at Boss Hill Stadium. Ardmore on top, 33-13 over the home team from Elkmont, the Red Devils. 4th down and 15 for the Red Devils. They are at their own 40-yard line. Allen back in at quarterback. He's got Single setback. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to throw deep, but he's going to be brought down. He's sacked. Sacked past the 30. They're going to say he brought down at about the 26-yard line. That is that's 2:07 left to play in the ball game. That is probably going to do it for Elkmont tonight.
Peyton Hurd just came rushing right through the middle and brought him down. Wasn't enough linemen to block all the defenders. It was rushing.
It was a rush, so there wasn't a whole lot for the Elkmont offensive line to do.
Coach for 5 or 6 to block 8.
Yeah, Coach Snyder just kind of sent, just kind of unloaded right there on that. So, so here we go. 2:07 left to play in the ball game. You've got Ardmore coming out. Got Colston in at tailback. Hillis in the pistol formation. 2 splits to the near side, 1 to the far side. Going to hand it to Colston up the middle. He's going to try to bounce it around. He's dancing, but he's going nowhere. Nice tackle there by the Elkmont defender.
Yeah, that was number 62. Mason Paysinger. Good job. Because I'm sure he's wore out as well. I mean, he's another one of those kids that's been going both ways a lot tonight.
So we're under 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. Ardmore's just going to milk this clock and keep it going.
Elkmont used their last one, correct? Timeout?
Ardmore, Elkmont has already used all 3 of their timeouts, so Ardmore's going to milk this clock down as far as they can. I don't think Ardmore's called any timeouts in the second half.
I don't recall any.
So Hillis is going to stay in the shotgun formation. 1 split to the near side, 2 to the far side. Man coming in motion. Going to hand it to Colston again up the middle. Colston's going to kind of fight his way forward. Still on his feet, then kind of brought down with a shoelace tackle after a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down with just over a minute left to play in this ball game.
That's Mason Paysinger again. Brought him down by the shoelaces.
So 3rd down and about 3 on the play. We are under a minute left to play in this ball game. Everybody is still here.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, cheering their teams on to the very end.
It's not like when you see it in college or pros where everybody's got to get to their cars. Exactly. I mean, in high school football, especially in the Limestone County community, that is one thing that you are going to find is fans are true, and they love their teams. And Hillis is going to take a knee right there. And just a little under 30 seconds left to play in this ball game, and that's going to do it for tonight's ball game as the clock's going to wind down with Ardmore just kind of dominating the second half. And, Todd, you really called it. You kind of said it. Elkmont took a 1-point lead into halftime, 7-6, but Ardmore was able to come out and just continue to just pound away and put some points on the board, and they do. They win by 20. Your final score from Boss Hill Stadium, the visiting team from Ardmore, the Ardmore Tigers, 33, taking their record to 2-0 over the Elkmont Red Devils, 13. 33-13 your final score. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to kind of recap tonight's ball game and have our player of the game and our fan of the week and all kinds of different things, Todd, and then we'll wrap it up, man. So with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Limestone County Football right here on Play Action Sports.
The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All 3 locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Limestone County High School sports are brought to you in part by Limestone County Commission Chairman Colin Daly. Visit the County Commission page at limestonecounty-al.gov to keep up with what's going on in the county and find out what ranks us in the top 5% in the state. You can also call Colin at 256-233-6400 or on his cell phone at 256-800-4544.
Ridgeline Construction knows how important home is to you. We want the process to be one in which you have complete trust and understanding in the services we provide.
I'm quite impressed with the amount of guys that can come in and get that all done in really one day. They're going to do exactly what needs to be done for your house.
It's time to trust Ridgeline Construction with your biggest investment. You won't regret it, and that's a promise from our family to yours.
Ridgeline Construction. Call 325-1345 or visit ridgelineconstructionhsv.com. What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
This is Joanna from CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your home or for Bible class. Sometimes that process can be challenging and difficult. I'd love to help you find solutions that would fit your needs and give you more time for your studies. One of our most popular book lines is the Bible Textbook Series. These workbooks are designed to take teen and adult students book by book through the Bible. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class or family. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Welcome back to Limestone County football right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Todd Tomerlin, and our producer Tim Lambert. And Todd, final score 33-13. But I'm going to tell you, I know that sounds like a blowout, and 20 points is, in most cases it is a blowout. But yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, from my personal opinion, watching Elkmont, the way Coach Pendergrass came out here, he had a good game plan set up for this ball game tonight, cross-county rivals against Ardmore. But as we kind of talked about, you're talking about different levels of football here in the state of Alabama.
Absolutely.
We know that Ardmore's 5A.
Yep.
And so when you start playing against these 5A teams, they've got a little bit more depth, and Elkmont just a little smaller school, able to capitalize on some of that.
You just have more kids walking the hallway that might have a few more, it might be bigger, more athleticism, and then obviously more to choose from. So it's just one of those things where a bigger school is going to eventually just kind of wear you out. Ardmore had more size and speed. But hats off to Elkmont. Number one, just, to play the schedule they play all the time and to keep this county rivalry going. Back years ago they were on the same classification. So,
right.
Obviously they had to play each other. But as years went and counties and areas grew differently, Ardmore expanded. But, this is something I hope never goes away because even if it's at Ardmore, it's the same atmosphere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everybody comes out, and it's just one big party. Reminds me of Florida and Georgia rivalry for some reason. I don't know why. Not Alabama, because they're kinder than the Alabama-Auburn rivalry.
Well, I tell you, one of the things we got to see tonight was a lot of athletes on both sides of the ball. I tell you, and that's one thing about Elkmont. Elkmont had players that had to play both sides. Ardmore, a little bit more depth, was able to rest some of its offensive and defensive players.
Yeah.
But, just looking at going with the Ardmore side, I mean, the quarterback, Braden Hillis on Ardmore, he's put together 2 really good games the past couple of weeks. Colston, 2 really good games on the ground. I mean, he's the workhorse, obviously. You've got Brody Dunn for Ardmore that caught a couple of passes, had a touchdown tonight.
And dropped another one that would have been for a big game.
Absolutely.
But listen, he's putting together a really good team.
Coach Snyder.
This could be a special year for the Tigers.
Well, and these are all younger. These are a lot of them are juniors, and so Coach Snyder's got another year to continue to build this program coming up from Athens, where he was assistant coach and kind of his first head coaching gig. Starts the year off 2-0. On the Elkmont side, Coach Pendergrass, I mean, he's got some things going. He's changed the offense a little bit. He's got some playmakers. Roe Allen, the quarterback, can throw the ball. Oh, yeah. He's able to throw it. He's got some receivers with Murrah. Murrah had a touchdown reception tonight and a nice big catch in the first half.
And I think when Elkmont gets in the region play, that they're going to have some success with that, because a lot of teams in 3A can't throw the ball like Elkmont can. And a lot of times when a team can't throw it, I mean, they can't really stop it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't really work on it in practice because they don't have anybody to work against. But, I mean, with Elkmont, you've got Phil Campbell, Lauderdale County, Colbert Heights, East Lawrence, and Clements in their area. Mm-hmm. That's doable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's doable from what we've seen tonight. Ardmore, now, they got a little tougher show. I mean, you got Lee, Russellville, East Limestone, Lawrence County, May Jemison. So, with Russellville and East alone, just, in that region, it makes it a little tougher. But
I want to see that Ardmore East game.
Oh, my God, dude. and they're not very friendly rivals themselves. So, yes, that's going to be the place to be that night, without a doubt.
But also on the Elkmont side, you got Ryan Boyd. He plays both ways. He had to sit out most of the third quarter because he was had some cramps earlier. But from the running back position, he had some good plays tonight. And again, like I said, you've got some playmakers on the Elkmont side. So Coach Pendergrass has got to be happy with the way things are looking for this Elkmont team.
I mean, I think they're going to look at the film. I know the kids might be a little dejected right now in the locker room. They walk off the field and they see the score, especially to their rival, and they know their old punk buddies are going to be teasing them there for a while, But I think tomorrow or Sunday, whenever it is the team sits together and looks at the film, there's a lot of good things they can take away from it. And I think the biggest thing they can take away from it is they never quit. Just like blocking that extra point at the very end of the
absolutely.
game. I mean, I would have probably stood there with my hand on my hip because I was tired, wore out, I've been playing the whole game, and wouldn't have gave much effort. But you know what? They did. So,
they did.
That's a good thing.
Well, next week you and I have another ball game where we're going to be traveling to Madison for a big rivalry as Bob Jones and James Clemens take on each other in a rivalry because of the way that Madison City kind of worked out. Bob Jones was a huge school, one of the largest school in North Alabama, and then James Clemens High School was built. So both of them are in 7A and kind of split that kind of border right there. And now you have players that kind of grew up playing with one another. Now they're playing against each other. So the James Clemens Jets and the Bob Jones Patriots, that's a big rivalry next week, Todd.
A huge, big rivalry.
I'm excited for next week.
And it's the same way, except you can triple, quadruple the amount of people that'll be there just because of the population of the city.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
I mean, this place was packed, but that stadium was going to be rocking, man. And, Bob Jones came out in the early years when James Clemens first got established and was just wearing them out. And then James Clemens was able to get that first win, and I don't think they've looked back since.
No, they really haven't.
Has Bob Jones even beaten him since James Clemens won it? Maybe once.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. So Bob Jones is going to be wanting a little revenge, and, of course, James Clemens ain't going to have it. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a good night.
Well, that'll be exciting. Well, we've got our Lawler's Fan of the Week right here at Play Action Sports Network, and we're just going to go ahead and announce it. Our Fan of the Week is Miss Wanda Simmons. She entered her name, and you can do the same. If you'll enter your name for the Lawler's Fan of the Week at PASnetwork.net, we'll announce the winner just like we did for Miss Simmons. Wanda Simmons is our winner tonight. We'll announce the winner at every post-game show of all of our Limestone County football games brought to you right here on Play Action Sports. And what the winner gets is a nice $20 Tasty Buck from Lawler's Barbecue. And like I said, tonight's winner is Wanda Simmons. Ms. Simmons, you have 2 weeks to drop by WKAC Radio to pick up your gift card.
Yeah.
So congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, because if you don't, I don't know, Todd, I might have to slide by and pick me up a $20 Tasty Buck.
Without a doubt.
But we also have another announcement. We got our player of the game. Tonight we want to announce the player of the game. Our featured player is going to get a gift certificate good at either Village Pizza or Cream Delight, his choice. And our player of the game tonight is Mr. Trevor Sims. 68 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Yep. He hit the hole running hard. It's hard to choose when you've got 2 really good running backs for Ardmore. You've got Colston and you've got Sims. But tonight tonight. We've got Trevor Sims. Congratulations to him. Trevor, you are tonight's player of the game, and you get your choice of Village Pizza, a gift certificate, or a Cream Delight, whichever one you want.
And I want to throw this out here real quick in case somebody's listening to this game and then sees the stats and go, what were they smoking? We realized that Colston ran for 210-plus yards on 25 carries and 2 touchdowns himself. But he was player of the week last week during their game, during the Tanner game.
Yeah.
So we're trying to share the wealth amongst the Ardmore Tigers.
But it's hard when you, like you said earlier, it was going to be a difficult choice, but we went with Mr. Sims. So congratulations to Trevor Sims. He is your player of the week tonight. 68 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Your final score here at Boss Hill Stadium, 33-13. The visiting Ardmore Tigers over the Elkmont Red Devils. Well, Todd, I think what we'll do is get together next week. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Man, I love it. For Todd Tomerlin and our producer, Mr. Tim Lambert, I'm Kirk Pierce. You've been listening to Limestone County Sports on Play Action Sports Network.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. Gin House Barbecue has been an Elkmont tradition for many years, and that tradition continues today. Come by for a visit and try out some old favorites as well as some tasty new additions. Barbecue pork, ham and chicken, St. Louis-style ribs, catfish, pork chops, hamburger steak, just to name a few. They're open early for breakfast, too, so take a drive up to 18060 Upper Fort Hampton Road in Elkmont, just 0.3 of a mile east of Highway 127. Eat in or call ahead and have your order waiting on you. Call 732-4579. Gin House Barbecue and Elkmont Tradition. Looking for T-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve T-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. You've been listening to Limestone County High School football on the Play Action Sports Network. If you'd like to download a copy of tonight's game, log on to pasnetwork.net. Limestone County football is a production of Play Action Sports.